Vigilante Williamson here with the 11th episode of the MFer Cocktail Lounge. And it's not my show, even though as of this recording, I have now been on the show more than the host itself. Matt from Fireball Productions is escaping California, so he's a bit disposed this week. But I have a panel with me nonetheless. The great Jake D. Hail, Jake D.
Good evening. By God, it is good to be here. Our good host Matt, he has migrated. He has escaped California. He is now about 20 minutes away from me here in Central Texas, but the poor guy, he's had some issues getting his stuff delivered. So not able to join us tonight, and we will fill in to the best of our ability, by God.
And our favorite Canadian Egyptian guy, Lord Thoth. Hail, Lord Thoth. How are you doing, man?
Math, it's a hell of a drug. You've been on more than he has. That's pretty awesome, man. That's great.
It's funny, yeah, because I've been on every show that he's done, and then he's out of this one, so I have now been on more of his shows than he has, which is just an interesting thing. I'm just one of those interesting bits of trivia, but we still have a great show for you. We'll see who joins. We'll see who joins throughout the night.
So we'll make sure we make a note of that for the next Trivia Pursuit game that comes out, right?
Oh, hey.
He was on the MFer Cocktail more than Fireball Productions, and boom, we've got V-dubs.
There you go. There you go.
I want my piece of pie for that one. That's it.
Hey. Dude, that one might be worth the whole thing, not just the one.
I think so, eh? Not just the gold piece of pie. It would be the whole thing.
Hardest working vigilante in the business.
I'm trying. I'm trying.
Hail to the chat. Brightest day. The Islington girl. Hail to you, all you fellow MFers.
Hey.
Yes, man.
Hail, Robert. And we already started. 32 Flavors of Nick Weiser says it's going to be excellent. And he kicked us off with a super chat. Congrats on your Texas move. Have a beer on me. I'm sure he will once Google takes their 30% and give them the money. That's how it works. Speaking of which, Stream Elements bot is here, so you can always donate to Matt directly. So help him, help his moving fund.
We are here to earn money for Matt tonight, apparently.
Yeah, this is the way we are. This is
how does that work out? What?
It's the MFer Matt's Moving Fund charity stream. I'm not affiliated with anyone as far as I'm concerned. I love doing this freaking. My new thing is the Zack Snyder Wakanda Forever. It's like my new thing to just say, I'm not affiliated as far as I'm concerned, and do the little cross thing he did. I don't get it, but it's just like that's my new thing. So I apologize if I go too hard with that.
I'm impressed he did it without two fingers up there. I was expecting.
He might as well have. You know what? Speaking of Warner Brothers, I guess that's a place that we can kind of start as far as talking. Let me share the screen here, and then we can get into Bonding in the Comics. Of course, shout out to Bonding in the Comics. But Tom King and Ava DuVernay's New Gods film, which, if you didn't know, it was going to be woke, has been canceled at Warner Brothers. And we brought up Zack Snyder. A lot of people believe that the Snyder Cut success may have something to do with it.
Shockwaves going through that studio, man. There's a lot of shockwaves.
Before getting hardcore into the article and kind of breaking it down, what do you guys just think about the news? The idea that this woke, and if you don't know who Tom King is, holy smokes.
He's a CIA agent.
Yeah, he is a CIA agent.
He was an analyst, which, by the way, is the lowest end of the totem pole.
Okay.
Sorry, analysts out there.
Yeah. Shout out to all the analysts. Please do not stalk us.
Yes.
But,
please do not cancel Lord Thoth or Vigilante Williamson or Jake D.
or just another red shirt who's not just another red shirt. He's the red shirt. Hail, red shirt. How are you doing?
Hey.
Very well. Thank you.
Hey.
Hello, gents.
Howdy.
Good to have you, my friend. Glad you could make it.
Oh, yeah. Good to be here.
Yeah. Oh, goodness. And we got it.
I think that this is a boon from the gods. That this is the greatest news that I've had all day, when I have seen that the New Gods movie is going to be canceled, because that was going to be a travesty on the level of the Eternals that the Marvel cinematic universe is going to put out. I think it was going to be the DC version of the death knell for that stream of DC comics. This is a great Kirby vision from the Bronze Age of comic books, and to do something like what they were going to do with it is just a travesty.
So yeah, it's funny that you mentioned the Eternals because both are Kirby properties. Like, why they hate Jack Kirby's, his stuff. And Iron Character, I remember that Vision comic too. I remember that. That's the only, people did like that because it was weird. It was very weird, that weird Vision comic. I think it was the 2000s. Same one I'm talking about. But yeah, Tom King is pretty trash. Not only is he an ex-CIA analyst, his wife cheats on him and he cannot get over it because every single character is this like ineffectual, like simp character whose wife cheats on them. Every single one.
Yeah. Does it remind you at all of Daniel Kibblesmith?
A little bit. I would say though, Kibblesmith is, and this just shows you how soy he is. Kibblesmith is actually still more soy than Tom King, and that's saying something. Like Kibblesmith is something else. The hell Islington girl, you have a super sticker. I do not know what it is because I only have 2 screens.
She sent Matt the hot dog.
Oh, the hot dog. But yeah, the new Guys film was probably going to be a super woke mess.
Oh God,
but
yes.
It's not happening, and a lot of people think it's a Snyder cut. I guess I can get into the article a little bit more, but I'll just get everyone's thoughts. I know Justin of the Red Shirt is usually the guy who knows the least about these properties, but just on the on the strength of saying, okay, this is something, even if you know nothing about it, this is something that was going to be in the woke vein, and it's not happening, even though they put looks like 3 years of pre-production on it. What do you think about a woke property being canceled before it even starts?
Oh, I think that's a net plus.
Yeah,
I do. I mean, I think that's a net positive. If they were going to do something that was, really stuck to canon, or hell, even if they were going to do something that was reminiscent of the 60s Batman with Adam West, that would still be better than a woke Batman.
Yeah.
As campy as that show was, it would still be better than some of this stuff.
Anything.
That's an interesting point, Justin of the Red Shirt. Do you think that a property, if you look at the original Kirby stuff, it's very, very much 60s kind of art and colors and campiness and stuff. Do you think that today a show or a movie like that could get off the ground?
Only if it went for some serious humor. And then the POWs and the blams and all the cartoon, all the comic book sound effects that they actually pull might work. But I think
so. You go all in. You go all in.
That's what I'm saying. You'd have to go all in. If you're going to go campy, don't go half campy. That doesn't work. That makes people go, ugh.
Yeah.
So no, if they went for something that was full on, Mel Brooks parody, Spaceballs, yes, I think it could. I think Mel Brooks, if it had been done 20 years ago, Mel Brooks could have done it. He could have done a parody of superhero movies that would have been potentially the equivalent of Spaceballs taking on Star Wars.
So you take Suicide Squad, you take Guardians of the Galaxy, you take Ragnarok,
Deadpool,
and
maybe
take it to the next level.
Yeah, I feel like Deadpool tried that.
Deadpool too, yeah. Good point.
Yeah. But I you know what? That's an interesting point, especially with these 60s properties. I just got this Dr. Doom Fantastic Four thing, and I've been kind of on a Fantastic Four kick, and like it would be they're very serious stories still, but it would be interesting to kind of see a campier take. I feel like people want escapism, and so something like that might hit right now. Like if you had a very colorful campy take, I think people would take to it.
Dude, the property to do that with, Flash Gordon.
Yeah.
Or Buck Rogers. One of those two.
And I've heard about both of those properties actually being in play for some sort of project. I'm not sure if it's going to be woke, but hopefully this is a trend that, you know, people are saying, you know what, maybe we don't want to spend millions and millions of dollars on a property like this, especially when, I mean, you can just have Godzilla and Kong fight each other for 2 hours and people will be happy. You don't really need some woke story and feelings and all this other crap. You just need escapism. People just want entertainment. I know this is a foreign concept. So I think, you know, Warner Brothers is involved with Godzilla versus Kong. People say the Snyder Cut. I wouldn't be shocked if that's also playing a role in this type of decision where it's like, if we really want to go down this direction, because there's easy money and just making, you know, big budget popcorn movies, which Hollywood has known the entire time it existed up until 2 years ago.
You know, IndieWire is saying Godzilla versus Kong is going to bag 50 million this weekend.
Wow.
Which is a
Considering
miracle.
there's a lockdown,
Considering.
yes.
Yeah,
And it's
when
apparently
you
already
think
made
about
100
it,
plus overseas.
yeah, I mean, what's capacity right now on average? Like, I mean, I know here in Texas, they're allowed to be at 100, but they're not selling to 100 yet, even though they're allowed to be. They're still doing like 50.
Well, there's a difference
I mean,
between maximum capacity and what's actually sitting in the theaters.
Yeah.
I'll let you know how many
think
are in the
I'd be
theater
surprised.
tomorrow.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if we're getting 25% up here, or Ottawa's being locked down again. Or, you know, I know they talked about it a bit on FNT tonight, but from my perspective, and I'm in the industry where I'm an essential worker, and so I see it every day. And I think that what we're looking at is all the beds are filling up. Everybody's getting sick again. It's that variant of the that C virus, and I think what's going on is that people are still scared again. And I mean, my wife and I, we go out. My wife goes shopping. We do our stuff, right? And I think because we're happy, healthy, middle-aged people, but I think that what everybody's scared of right now is catching something, and they don't want to get it in the theater. And so you might have 20%, maybe 20% going into the theaters. I'm sure in other areas of the world it's different because we're in a red zone here in Ottawa, but I'm sure there's plenty of theaters that are maybe 50%, and to net $50 million on opening weekend when things are at most 50%, that's amazing.
At 25 to 50% capacity, that's huge.
It is, and that means that it's a popular movie. I mean, Lady Thoth and I watched it the other night, and we enjoyed it. We could have done with more Godzilla and Kong and Mecha Godzilla. No spoilers. But you knock out all the human stuff. You knock out all the human stuff out of it, and then you get a good movie because it was a shut your brain off, have some popcorn, drink a glass of wine, and just sit back and enjoy it.
Absolutely.
And that's perfect for today, right?
Yep.
Oh yeah,
we notice this, isn't it, girls?
Yep.
And theaters, I guess she's also a Canadian. She says theaters aren't open here. Everything in her town is shut down. That sucks.
That does suck. God, I feel for you. I really do. That it's been a much different world for us here in Texas. I mean, I just got to put it that way. You know, I mean, Red Shirt knows what I'm talking about.
We've had the variant go through up here. We've got a couple of new variants now coming out in BC and Ontario because we're international ports and international airports. It's Canada is pretty open to that kind of thing for the new variants, whether it's the British one or it's the South American one that's coming through. And so, yeah, we're a little vulnerable for that. And I think with our open kind of culture and going around and enjoying restaurants and enjoying springs starting to appear, our winters are pretty brutal. So any opportunity to get out and socialize, especially after we've been locked down for a year, or not necessarily locked down, but we've been restricted for a year. Everybody's kind of chomping at the bit to just see everybody again. Canadian culture is very much open and social, and hugs and hey, how's it going? And we're kind of a touchy-feely culture. We're very friendly, we're very open, and I think that's been to our detriment in a lot of cases. A lot of young people now are filling up some of those beds that we talked about at the hospital. But I think that things are going to be changing here too, and I'm hoping that with the vaccinations and stuff out there that we're going to move back to that kind of social atmosphere.
Yeah. Real quick from the Islington girl, she says not having an option to take a risk kind of sucks. No decision.
Yep. Yeah.
And they're telling everyone to get outside. Yeah, and Islington girl, I know exactly. Well, at least I have a general area where she's from because I used to live not too far from there. So that sucks, especially because that area is kind of like there's like not much to do anyway. So it's like that makes it even worse. So yeah, I think another thing with this Godzilla versus Kong, though, capacity is down, but I heard people make the point, well, you can still, sell out half of the theater and just have a Godzilla versus Kong to make up for that capacity issue. You put more screens, dedicate them more to this movie since this is really, there's no real new movies out. It's kind of running unopposed. So you can put the whole theater, it could be Godzilla versus Kong and make up for that capacity if people really want to see it, that is. Which I think they do. I think
oh yeah.
I think this is one of the few movies normies were really into even beforehand.
People are hungry to do some of these things again, right? And I mean, for me, Godzilla versus Kong is like the perfect reopen the theaters movie. I mean, really, I mean that.
Yeah.
It's like
this would have been a summer blockbuster, Jake D. I agree with you 100%.
Absolutely. This was $1 billion movie in a normal climate by a lot, like $1.5 billion. This is like because on top of the coof, like we talk about every week, everything is woke garbage. That's why we're happy this stuff is getting canceled. Because it's like, and that's that the normies notice that. Like, when is the last time they just had a movie that people had a movie they could turn their head off and just watch? Even though I hate the humans in this movie that sometimes they make it a struggle to turn your head off if there's any knock to it. But it's still true. It's still so fun when Godzilla and Kong are going at it. It really is fun, and it really is good.
I mean, the scenes that we saw in the trailer looked so fucking good.
Yeah, and they don't. There's still more to see.
They looked great.
It makes me want to watch the next one because I think that there's a whole door they opened. And I'm not going to go too deep into it here for those of you who haven't seen it yet. But there's a whole bunch of things they could go into, whether it's under under the normal Earth that we normally go to, or whether they're going to go into space, and there's a whole bunch of opportunities to open the door for new plot lines. And I love how Godzilla and Kong, it's like two alphas in the same room, right? It's just was just great.
Yeah,
that's what made it good. And
was Mechagodzilla from space like he was traditionally?
To spoil it, no, he was not. At least I don't believe he was.
I don't know what the question meant. Do you mean in the black and white, the old Japanese stuff?
Yeah, he was from space back in the day.
Yeah, there's some good stuff. So was Ghidorah, and because there's a whole bunch there's a plot line there involving bringing Godzilla into space to be able to defeat the monster that was affecting the aliens, and it was a big plot. Like those old black and white Godzilla movies, man, where sometimes really you couldn't follow the plot very. Who was it that I saw? Whose live stream I was watching the other day was saying, I hate reading a movie, but going back and watching the old Godzilla movies, you don't really have to read the movie because all it is a bunch of monsters beating up each other on the screen. And so once you eliminated the humans from the equation, it was a great movie. That was
And I mean, come on, who didn't as a kid love? It's Gojira.
Yeah, everybody loved the bad dubbing.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah. Oh, Godzilla!
I swear they didn't translate everything those people were saying.
They didn't translate anything those people were saying. They made stuff up.
It compared to the early kung fu movies.
Same deal.
I knew you were going to go there.
Yeah. So I just want to say though, let's keep in mind with the results of this movie at the box office. There's a very low bar to clear right now. Yeah. First of all, there haven't been any movies in almost a year in a theater. I mean, Hollywood has been holding on to a movie.
Yeah.
If you're lucky and your area is not closed, you might have gotten to see an old classic like, The Empire Strikes Back comes to mind. But that's pretty much
I saw
been
Raiders, man. I saw Raiders.
Right, yeah.
Sure.
But that's the thing. That's what's been in the theaters. Okay, the new movies, no, haven't been. And people want to go back to the movies. People are getting very tired of you can't, you don't, and and I just want to go. Oh, come on, get out of my way. I just want to go have an evening out.
Just want to live.
And yes, and a movie that doesn't require a lot of you is great because you don't have to sit there and take notes and try and figure it out. And but I'll save it for tomorrow night on Jake's stream. But I'll just say that I'll be surprised. I think this movie is going to absolutely kill it at the box office this weekend, extended weekend, maybe through the first week.
Which I think gets us back to the first question that V-Dubs there asked was, what do you think about this New Gods movie? I think what's going on behind the scenes at Warner Brothers and AT&T is that just shows us that there are some big wigs with the money that have come down hard on what's been going on, and we know this is related to the Schneider Cut. We know that that they're starting to take everything that we've been saying, and a lot of the diehard fans out there who've been screaming about what's going on in Hollywood, and they're looking, you know what, we want the dollars to come in. We want to get back to telling good stories, and this one was not one of them. We saw who the showrunners were going to be in this movie, and we were all like, Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. And I think that a lot of what the studio execs are saying is the same thing. You want to get people who were in the know, and Tom King and Ava it was hilarious what FNT tonight was Gary trying to say her last name.
Yeah, it was great.
These people who are getting these big budget movies, I think what they did is they turned in their post-production piece and the plot line, the start of the script, like the beginning, opening, pre-production script, and the execs went, "What are we looking at here? This sounds awful." And they went, "Nope, we're done." So they cut their losses, they moved on, and they said, "Let's get to a project that we know is going to sell and bring in people to the theaters like Godzilla versus Kong."
Yeah, I think the combination of Godzilla versus Kong and the Snyder Cut, because what they have in common is escapism and just kind of being turn your head off dumb action movies. And they see probably some woke slice of life garbage and like, you know what? That's not going to work. And if reading the statement, this is the statement from Warner, say, "We thank our partners Ava DuVernay, Tom King, James Wan, and Peter Safran for their time and collaboration during this process. I look forward to our continued partnership with them on other DC stories, so these guys have not been fired. The studio added the projects will remain in their skillful hands if they were to move forward in the future."
I've read
PC firing I've ever heard.
I've read and written so many assessments in my life, in my career, to just to look at that and just that makes me laugh. That may or maybe if some things happen, maybe you might do good someday, right? Possibly, maybe. Right. And what's going on here is, if you go back to those four names, you go, who, like, and this is a big budget, like 100, 200, $300 million movie, because these kind of superhero movies are expensive. So they're cutting their losses. They're saying, nope, we're not going to film this.
I wonder if they're looking at what's going on with the Eternals. And because the New Gods is in a lot of ways a bit of a parallel to the Eternals in some way.
They're both Kirby. They're both similar story. Even though I would consider the New Gods a little bit more popular, at least maybe because I'm a DC guy.
So I mean, everybody knows what's going on with the Eternals. It is going to be the wokest of the woke shit of the MCU. Everybody fucking knows that. Everybody is shitting on every time they let out like a little nugget of the Eternals or something leaks, like some costume designs or that awful calendar art and that kind of shit that came out, everybody is just universally shitting on everything that comes out about the Eternals. And DC's New Gods under, Tom CIA King was, if possible, it might have been intended to be even more fucked up woke than the Eternals is going to be. And I think that the AT&T execs are seeing what the reaction of the paying customer to what they're hearing about the Eternals. And they said, oh, fuck this. I could be completely wrong, but that's what it feels like.
The Eternals, I think there's a lot of things. I think the Eternals, their recent success from their projects, it all adds to like, why are we putting money behind this? Which is another thing. I don't know how the question of how Warner is going to move forward is really because they have a lot of things at play. Henry Cavill is supposed to be out, but The Rock wants him to stay as Superman. So like, what do you do? Because you gave Jar Jar $500 million. And you still have a bunch of movies that you've already produced with The Rock. So he has a stake outside of just being an actor. So you have to do something. But there's a comment that has nothing to do with anything I had to get to. I had to address Toxic Man Flu. Being toxic as usual. Who would have won in a winner versus Kong versus Godzilla and a giant Stevie, if it was a giant Stevie Wonder with the golf club? So listen here, man.
Never let me see you do that shit again. Never let me see you do that shit again. I'll fuck you up. I'll fuck you up. Stevie Wonder's a musical genius.
Talking shit about Stevie Wonder.
Wow. dropping delirious into the chat. That's genius, man. But I will say something about the Eternals versus the New Gods. So there's a whole bunch of stuff that happened in the 70s with Kirby. So in 78, Kirby left Marvel because of some issues behind the scenes, and Marvel took a lot of his work and a lot of his art kind of as almost like a prevention from him going to work somewhere else. So what he did, he went to DC and he created like Darkseid. He created the New Gods, and that's kind of what his plans were for the Eternals and for the Deviants and what was going on in Marvel. And so there's kind of like this one side against the other. And with what's going on, we know that there's an issue with the Eternals because I'm pretty sure that what they've done is they've shown some clips probably to some people behind the scenes, and they said, here's what we have. And people have said it's awful. And that's why we haven't seen any trailers, why we haven't seen any video yet, except for some images and some artwork and stuff about what these characters are going to be. This is going to be a disaster for them. And I am sure that they've invested $100 million at least into this property already. And it's already, they know that it's going to lose some money. And I think that's what we're looking at here for Warner Brothers, and we're looking at this property here is a risk because it's a next level Guardians of the Galaxy movie, because it's not just Guardians of the Galaxy, it's next level weird. It's like weird, deep, strange part of the DC universe. And if you're even your deep cut Bronze Age, Silver Age comic book fan, knows very little about this property except for what we've seen in recent history. So wow, that to even consider that on your slate of DC comic movies when you've had a few disappointments in recent history is just, it would be ludicrous to think that you'd want to push that forward.
Yep.
Yeah. Real quick, I want to acknowledge a couple people who just walked in and super chat real quick. David Blair, hail David Blair. And hail Mike DiCarlo and Toxic Man Flu right after being scolded to by Eddie Murphy, who apparently echoed. Sorry, StreamYards does that sometimes. I respect this panel too much to be a sarcastic troll, so no dodging golf balls from Toxic tonight. Well, except for that one. Except for that one.
Hey, you the motherfucker I be doing Stevie Wonder? That shit ain't funny, motherfucker.
You know what? The funniest men in the 80s were him and Pryor. and Robin Williams to a certain extent too. But
Yeah.
boy, I tell you, those two guys, every time they get on stage, I would just be rolling on the ground laughing.
Yeah. Richard?
Gotta
Richard
add one to that list, George Carlin.
Oh, Carlin.
Yes, I love Carlin.
I went to see Carlin live in the 80s in Boston.
Oh,
wow.
wow.
I was at the very back of the Wang Theater in the back of the orchestra, and it was this tiny little person way down in the front between two people's heads. I could barely see what he was doing, never mind the expressions on his face. I didn't have to. I was doubled over the half of the performance. It was so good. Yeah, when he was on, George Carlin was hysterical.
Oh man,
I was trying
Carlin's
to be diverse.
The one...
Just another Richard. I was trying to be diverse there. I'm sorry.
You don't have to be diverse. Funny is funny, and honestly, funny is nondescript. If you either are, or you aren't. It doesn't matter your race, none of that.
Exactly.
You either are, or you aren't. And yeah, Carlin is a guy who I would love to see now, in this era. I think everybody would, because he would just, he would never run out of material. He would never run out of material.
I don't know if we'd be in this era if we had George Carlin today. I'm serious. I am not fucking kidding. Right? Because one of the best ways to fight this shit is to laugh at it and to make fun of it. And the forefront of that is your stand-up comedian. Right. And and Carlin didn't let any of this shit go. Another guy who used to be really awesome with this kind of stuff, and it ain't so much anymore because he doesn't even really get on stage anymore, is a Leary in the 90s. Oh,
Dennis Leary.
Dennis Leary?
Oh,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
For the 90s, for me, he was the best comedian.
And Newbaum Turk says it really good too. He says the deepest cuts come from dad jokes. So there's a lot of dad jokes in my household. That's for sure. Yeah. That's the funniest comment tonight, there, man.
God,
you win the achievement there.
Well, she said because another project, not the new guy, just the new guys, The Trench got canceled, and that would have been the deepest. And Toxic Man Flu asked the question: have you ever seen Hollywood Shuffle with Robert Townsend? A while ago. It's been a while, but I have seen it. Kind of just, it's about a black guy trying to make a movie and dealing with Hollywood's BS, and you kind of just see how BS Hollywood is in general. And yeah, Carlin was a preacher. He was speaking of preacher, another guy I thought of in the '80s, Sam Kinison, because he actually
Kinison was good.
Yeah. But yeah, Carlin, he was a prophet, it looks like. He told him, he said there's a list and you ain't on it. And he wasn't lying.
That's right.
For sure.
And yeah, funny is not PC. We had to sacrifice it on the woke altar to empower not really the pronouns, but to empower the people who want to use pronouns as a weapon.
Dude, Toxic Man Flu is saying that he saw Carlin, right 3 feet from him. It's like, God, dude, I'm jealous. I am jealous, man.
Yeah, 4 years before he passed.
I think a lot of the champions that came out of the 60s and stuff, and now I never lived in the 60s. There might be one person on the panel here that might have been part of the 60s, but I grew up in the 70s, and a lot of the things that I grew up with was music, comedy, art, movies. That was really what was against the what was against all of this woke SJW culture and that's what was important. Was we had some great musicians, we had some great artists, we had some great comedians, and that's what's lost today. I think that everybody's scared to death of being canceled, so that they keep that to themselves, and that's one of the best things about society and sharing and being able to laugh at each other and laugh at ourselves and being able to take it like a man or a woman and just
an adult
and realize that what, we have to laugh at ourselves, because if we're too serious, what's life worth? It's not worth living if you can't just laugh, have fun, and enjoy yourselves. And if we're thinking about what we're going to say, if that's going to offend someone, and so we don't say it, or if that's going to be upsetting to somebody, well, then we're not going to say it. And then everything becomes gray, black, white, and just 1984.
Yeah, and on top of it, because if you're afraid to say things, you're afraid to offend people. You also you don't let people know there's something in between their teeth. You know what I mean? In a proverbial sense. And
Yeah.
so you allow people
Hey,
to
is that
you end up
Spanish
enabling.
or-
Yeah.
Yeah.
You end up enabling either bad behavior or flawed behavior because you don't want to. Well, I don't want to offend anyone. It's like sometimes you just gotta say, "Hey, there is something in between your teeth, or you are indeed wrong."
That's what I'm hoping that this new Suicide movie is going to be. I hope that it's going to be an assault on our senses. It's going to be awful in a good way. I think Live, Laugh, Love, absolutely Sentient Dildo, absolutely Live, Laugh, Love. And I think that that there's a few things that are starting to happen. There might be a few changes that we're going to start to see. And I'm hoping your article that you brought up, V-Dubs, is one of them, whereby they're putting this aside. They're saying, yep, this is broken. This isn't going to work. Let's move on. Hey.
Oh,
Hey.
just moved on me.
That's
Since
in
you
the
did-
chat.
I got
What's
Sentient
up?
Dildo.
I'm all in the
flipping that
chat.
off. No, we're not ruining your channel.
Trying
What's up,
not to, man.
motherfuckers? Yeah,
I resemble
that's what
that
Sentient Dildo
remark.
thinks.
All right.
I resemble that remark.
Everyone's saying hey to Matt. Yeah, fuck come on, guys. It's Brandon's day. Yeah, we're taking over your channel. It's our channel now. Ha ha ha. Now I'm gonna do everything Steven Crowder did and get you canceled. No, I'm just joking.
We've canceled you. That's it. You're out of here.
You're canceled. I've been
Yeah,
on your
right.
show now more than you as of this episode. Unless you can sneak in and do the Fenrir thing, which I know you said you already couldn't. Oh man, Robert foul ball. Shots from Robert.
Fired, man. Ouch. Although I do hear that apparently tonight Matt is indeed living in a van down by the river because none of his furniture has been delivered yet in his new place.
So,
apparently there's been a miscommunication or a foul up with the movers. Oh, does that ring a bell?
If you see a guy come up to your van that looks like Dave Chappelle, with the white lips, just ignore him. Ignore him. Don't let him in your van.
what's his
Lock the
name?
doors,
Diggins?
ignore him.
I think their character name was.
Dave Chappelle, there's a good one for the modern age, too. It's too bad what happened to him behind the scenes, but I can tell you that in the last 10 years, I haven't laughed at somebody so hard as Dave Chappelle.
I would agree, especially the last
God,
5.
TMF.
Especially. Oh man,
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Hurt the mouth softball. Tells me he doesn't bathe often. I pay $5 to say that, and to even it up. So now I'm no longer the most softball shows up on his own show. After TMF starts taking shots, hell man.
What is up, boys?
Who is
Dude,
that guy?
Holy cow!
And he's got a cigar. For Christ's
I
sake,
couldn't
he's
stay
got a
away.
cigar.
He's
He's
roughing
roughing
it. Still
it.
the cocktail lounge.
It's the cocktail lounge. I couldn't stay away. I had to come say hi.
There you go.
I appreciate it.
You just didn't want V-Dubs to be on your show more than you yourself. That's what it was.
He's gonna start talking about lizard people and the whole
Yeah. Well,
I couldn't leave.
Fucking, if we talk about Godzilla versus Kong, they were talking about lizard people and Illuminati and fucking hollow earths and shit. And that was in the movie. It was the movie itself.
See what I mean? It can't go 5 minutes without it.
Wait, Hollow Earth was fiction? I thought that was real.
So I mean, not to spoil it, but spoiler alert, all that comes up.
Spoilers, yeah, that's right.
How you boys doing? It's good to see you all.
Are you behind the wheel there?
Yeah, I'm sitting in my car because I'm like at a hotel in Austin. I don't have anything yet. I'm not even in my apartment yet, so I'm just like I'm living like a hobo.
Are you drinking yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
My cell phone is connecting to the PD down there right now. It's saying, "Hey, there's this hobo guy."
There's this vagrant in the hotel parking lot.
Dangerous bum.
You're okay though. You're okay though. You're not diverse, so you're good.
Yeah, Sentient Dildo says you look like you're on the set of the Blair Witch Project.
Yeah. If you guys saw what I was looking at.
Read what Ironcaster said, V-Dubs.
Oh, the hotel wouldn't let you rent a room. That's the
hotel wouldn't let him rent a room.
No, I think
Okay.
Robert's got the truth of it. I think.
Right, Hotel California.
Oh, Robert asks, is that a hooker on your right? The chat is brutal.
There's no loyalty in your chat. There's no loyalty in your chat, Matt. They're going at you pretty hard.
Yeah, well, I formed them, so. Well, it's good to see you guys, man. How are you guys talking about tonight?
We started talking about this this woke thing getting canceled. Talked a little bit about Godzilla versus Kong, and then start talking about comedians and shit that we don't have anymore because the wokies have ruined everything. Because you know how I get harassed about the golf ball thing about Stevie Wonder, so I loaded a few clips that now you have of good old Eddie Murphy, and that sparked a whole freaking thing about great comedians that we can't get anymore.
So far, we're only up to 2 strikes. So you're okay. You still got 1.
Yeah.
Salvage what's less. Hey, speaking of which, did we get to the bottom of what happened with Latino Slant? What happened with Paulie?
Oh yeah, he's gone, man. He quit.
He quit?
What?
Yeah, he's done, man. He's done. He left.
Like cold turkey?
Yeah, he dropped everything. He said, "That's it. I'm done."
He's out, man. It's all over for the Slant.
Like, that was a choice. That wasn't YouTube.
No. I couldn't go too far here. I'm gonna start snorting like Samantha Joe there from the Valkyries here in a minute.
Matt was driving across country when it went down. We gotta forgive him.
I am so lost. I don't even know. I'm more lost than anyone.
Dude, Paulie pulled the greatest YouTube April Fool's Day prank ever.
I didn't see. So yeah,
dude. Yeah, like 1 a.m. on April Fool's Day, Paulie shuts down his YouTube channel and his Twitter.
Oh,
and then he fucking went dark. Like anybody texting him, I hit him up in Discord. People are emailing him. I don't know what the hell is going on, and he didn't answer anybody.
What a maniacal genius!
Yeah,
dude.
I'm getting messages and like clobbering times like, "Oh, what's going on? This is like, oh, like this can't be real." And like, it was just great. It was the whole day until like he said the last slant is his like, and he goes on.
And he set up a live stream called The Last Slant.
Yeah,
I was looking at old links to things I posted on Minds, like watch parties, and every time I went to one, it said this video is private. I'm like,
yeah.
Oh, he went super all in.
Yeah, he did. He went all in. And like you, Mexican Iron Man, like everybody was just like, "You're such an asshole, man." You're like,
dude.
Well, he's like
that was
super villain. That's like
that's awesome.
That's brilliant.
He's best fucking prank I've seen in years.
Yeah, I'm still pissed about it. But I said when he showed up on Friday Night Tights tonight, I said, "Hail, funny man," or hola. I said, "Hola, funny," and he's like, "Hey, man, don't suck." Well, then I had to look it up. It was in Spanish, and I had to look it up. I'm like, "You bastard."
And I was laughing. I was saying, "Oh, nice. I knew all along." And he was like, Yeah, sure you did. And he sent me this message tonight on Friday Night Tights. He was like, #cancel slant. And it was like, it was funny. Yeah, no, it was good. It was good. It was worth it, man. Like
I hate that
he went all in. But if you're gonna do a really good April Fool's joke, you got to go all in, because you can go half-ass and just go like, "Well, yeah, ha, I gotcha." But if you go in from like 1 o'clock in the morning, like Jake D said, and like right to the next day, like Tom from Midnight's Edge, like everybody was like, "What's going on? What's going on?" It was awesome.
He was going to go 24 hours. He was going to go the full 24 hours and bring it back the next night and then schedule like another stream. But apparently he started to get wind of the number of people who were reaching out and the comments they were making. And he's like, he said in his stream, I realized I can't go. I can't go the whole 24 hours. So he set up the final slant stream.
That's genius. Because we had behind the curtain in our Discord, there was just like chat after chat being like, "Oh no, they got another one. What happened with Paulie? He's like the least controversial of all of us. How could he possibly have gotten canceled?" We were all like super concerned. Oh, he got us so good. Oh man. Wow.
And then right after that, what did it? This is the irony. Right after that, what's he do? He goes on to Flava Flav's channel, 32 Flavors of Nitweiser. Like, share, and subscribe. And he went on his channel and did an X-Files live watch. And I was like, it's kind of perfect. You go from April Fools and giving and then you go to an X-Files show. So I was like, that's perfect.
Brutal.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, I know. Dude, Sentient Dildo says that Paulie didn't half-ass it like you did your acting career, man.
Under the belt. Under the belt.
Below the belt. Sentient also says the Quarterings made 5 videos about it. There's a chance.
Go for it.
But he makes a video. There's a video coming out.
Private detectives. Yeah. I'm sure Paulie's got lots of private detectives watching him.
Yeah. Hell, Thomas Bowman. I didn't say hi when you hopped in. This shows how far of a reach Paulie has. Just over 1K subs. Yeah, his prank hit way above his weight class. Yeah. He's way more impactful than the sub count. Sub counts are not really relevant.
If he's not at 10K by the end of the year, I'll be surprised. I mean, man. He does great content. His channel, he's got a plan, you know.
It's funny that Sentient Dildo just went after me like that. I was like explaining to my dad like what YouTubing is. Like he doesn't get it, and I'm like trying to explain it to him. And I'm like, yeah, and there's this guy like Sentient Dildo from Croatia. I'm like, yeah, you know, he's funny. He's a good guy. You know, I like when he always hangs out. And he just eviscerates my entire existence.
Hey Matt, if you can crank your volume a little bit there, dude, try that.
Oh, okay. I don't know, man.
Oh, that's better.
I'll probably get off soon because this is probably not realistic. But I just wanted to check in with you lovely motherfuckers and say hello.
Hey, we appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. So that way, you have as many appearances as I do on your own show. So that's good.
All right. I'll check out right now. I just want to say hi to you guys. I love you guys. And I'm missing you. You can't believe how much I'm missing you guys. I wish I was there so much. And thank you guys for holding down the fort because this is my favorite time of the week. And it sucks I'm not there with you guys.
Be safe, man. Enjoy your move.
Same here, man.
All right.
Stay safe.
See you all later.
All right.
Take care.
Peace, man. It's Matt. It's his show, and he showed up. So we're tied for appearances. More screen time.
Can you start up another one after that? You can close this one down, right? And then start up another one. And then...
Yeah, there you go.
No,
ladies and gentlemen,
you and I will both be
right
on it
back.
more often than he has.
Yeah, we could do that, but that's not. We're not gonna fudge the numbers. We're not Disney. We're not gonna fudge the numbers. Oh, speaking of numbers, we lose one, we gain one. Hell, 24/7 Fusion Media. It's your boy. How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. How y'all doing tonight?
Hey, Twofer.
Doing really good.
Doing well.
That's good.
Doing good.
Go lights.
You just actually missed the host of the show who just left because he's moving.
Trust me, I saw the whole thing, man.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you beautiful motherfuckers.
Cool. You know what? I want your take on this new guys getting canceled. You're a big DC guy.
Yeah.
What do you think about this? Because you actually had a video on it. Shout out to 24/7 Fusion Media. He has a video on the subject. What do you think about the new guys being canceled?
Man, it's one of the best things DC could have done, man. Yeah, you talk about Ava DuVernay and fucking Tom. Come on, man, Tom King, the guy dude, you're gonna have him write New Gods? What he's gonna make Darkseid cry? Get the fuck out of here, man.
Darkseid's wife's cheating on him.
Yeah, for real, man. It's Granny Goodness is fucking cheating on his ass. So
And Orion wasn't his kid. It's actually Steppenwolf's kid because Steppenwolf was stepping around on his wife there, and it's just stupid. Yeah, I agree with you, 2-4. That's perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, for instance, like right here in front of me, man, I got the first fight between Justice League and Darkseid sitting right here. I'm fucking touching it. It's in my hand right now. It's Justice League issue 183. If you look up the original Justice League run, like somebody's close to a computer and just kind of fucking around or got a phone next to you, you just Google. Dude, that's the first time and it took the Justice League, the Justice Society of America, and the New Gods to fucking defeat Darkseid. I'm sitting here. It's a three comic book story arc, man. It goes from issue 183 to 184, and then it finished off at 185. Jim Starlin, the guy that he also drew Avengers, he did the original Captain Marvel. He's the one drawing the covers for these books. So you got Jim Starlin on Justice League, and it took those three squads in order to defeat Darkseid. I mean, it's Darkseid is not he's not no small feat, man.
But that was Jerry Conway's big run there through the Justice League too. Yeah. Like he did a couple of years where Conway was writing some unbelievable stories, and I used to love those. They had Justice League, Justice Society team ups, and you had the New Gods coming in there for those issues. Classic Bronze Age 80s Justice League.
And I'm thinking right after this Zack Snyder's Justice League, I'm wondering why these issues haven't raising up any. Like the first fight between Darkseid and the Justice League.
Don't say anything. I'm trying. I was actually talking to you off screen about trying to get more comics. So yeah, don't raise the price because that happened to me once. I asked Nerdrotic about a comic on as a super chat. This is before I even had a channel. Right. The damn thing went out of enough people bought it that it was unavailable.
Out of print?
Not out of print, but just got sold out of Amazon. I was so bad.
We're a small enough audience here. I think you're safe, V-Dub. It's not like it's on FNT, man.
Well, you say that, but you never know who's listening, man. You never know who's listening. Freaking Ryan Cannell was in my chat one time. I was like, holy shit, I didn't know I existed.
Yeah, that was the other day. I was in the chat too. I saw that.
Yeah.
It's funny. A comic book that went up in price just that quick was the White Vision comic book, man. Ever since they showed White Vision on WandaVision, boy, that the issue where White Vision pops up, that motherfucker now, I was I fuck around with auctions and shit a lot, man, and I just seen it going for almost $50, man, and I just remembered, right before the show they were selling one of those, and it sold for maybe 10 or 15. So you got comic books that are actually, depending on what happens in these movies and storylines, you got comic books that actually hike up in price.
That's West Coast Avengers number 45, eh?
Exactly. That's the cover where Vision takes up almost the whole fucking thing. He's just standing there pointing, and it's that comic book. Yeah, I just saw it today, man. I was like, damn.
Yeah, I have that whole run. That's a great run of. I remember those West Coast Avengers issues were some great West stories.
Avengers. Real quick, I don't want to cut everybody off, but we're talking about raising up in value. Maybe the stream has, because Culture Casino is here with us. Hell, Culture.
Culture, what's up, brother?
Holy sausage fest. My goodness, man. Anyway, guys, no.
Isn't the girls here? What are you talking about? This isn't a sausage fest.
All right.
Well, she did send us a phallic hot dog earlier, so
True. But there's people here. We reference Granny Goodness. There's women being referenced.
Oh, okay.
How's Culture Casino doing?
I'm good, man. I just wanted to swing in. I saw some people that I like to hang out with. So here I is.
Hail, Culture. I love that pic of you, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, is that new? I actually, this is from somebody in the community that is a very talented artist that I think captured me in my essence.
Is that a monkey? Is that a monkey's paw?
You're an Illuminati member?
No. Actually, that's just one of the infidels. One of the cultural Marxists just got in the way. And
there you go.
So Illuminati confirmed Culture Casino, because that's what you look like. You look like the head, and it's you're the man.
No, I've got a glass of wine. Come on.
Okay.
Are we sure that's wine? I am a little concerned. It might be the blood of the innocents there, Culture. I don't know.
No, infidels. Get it right. Infidels.
Okay. And sorry, you should have known.
He kind of looks like Alfred Hitchcock with more hair.
Yeah.
A lot more hair.
A lot more.
Oh, the Islington girl took great offense to the Sausage Fest comment.
Yeah, she's here.
Oh, I'm sorry, the Islington girl. I should
Islington
have
girl's
voted.
here.
All right, then.
The foul ball saying hell.
Hey, what's up, Fabo?
Time for casino uncultured, says Brightest Day.
Yeah,
you know what? I'm surprised Matt didn't send in a super chat to his own channel there. I was wondering if he's...
Well, he would just be paying Google. You know what I mean? And just giving Google money. And Toxic Man Flu thinks the stream just took a turn for the worse.
He's not wrong.
Oh,
uh-oh.
Is that because Matt left or because Culture joined us?
It's because I rolled in here.
Yeah, I see. Real quick, Robert asked, anyone read Invincible? I know a lot of people are liking the show. Is it shit? I've never read it.
No, it's not shit. It's pretty good, actually. The first probably, I'd say 15 issues get pretty good, and then it kind of goes off the rails a bit. But yeah, no, it's worth reading. If you're thinking about watching the cartoon's pretty true to the comic. So yeah, I would take a look. Especially, I think there's some trades you can probably pick up on Amazon that has a lot of the issues, especially the first 20 issues or so. But it's a very violent storyline, but it's really cool too. It's like comics from 20 years ago, where they were still good. So yeah, keep an eye out, and if you can get a lot of those initial issues pretty cheap too, they're going to go up in value, as 24 said earlier, because that stuff, he was talking about auctions earlier. If you look at a lot of the comic auctions out there, things have been just skyrocketing in price. A lot of the stuff that you would normally get for pretty cheap prices from VF level and very fine level and up, now you're looking at good and very goods and a lot of cheaper stuff like 4.5s and 5 level comic book quality are going for astronomical prices. It's just ridiculous what some of these comics are going for.
Speaking of astronomically priced, Draco is here. Hail, Draco.
Hey, Draco.
Hey. What's up, Draco?
Hello, gentlemen. I don't
Draco!
got brought in
Hello,
when
Draco.
we discussed speaking of astronomical pricing, but maybe that was just the segue.
It's just, I had to
Hail,
come up with
gentlemen.
something. And hey, you're valuable to this community and this panel.
Why, thank you for saying so, sir.
Very valuable. But
Toss it
Islington girl
on to
feels
your
disparaged by
vigilante.
culture. Oh, wow,
Sorry, I got a
singing.
song in my head again.
Who did I disparage? I feel bad now. I don't feel like a disparage.
Islington
Someone
girl.
was
She's
just-
I
joking.
did not. No.
Called it a sausage fest. There's one non-sausage in the building.
Yeah, she doesn't have a sausage.
There you go.
All right. Well, I don't know. Maybe there are some in the refrigerator.
I don't know if that helps.
Well, Islington
the
girl, I hear there's a heck of a one that Sentient Dildo can probably give you a reference to in the Cyberpunk game. I've seen Wes with it.
Shout out to Wes. And Draco says, "You handsome devil." And I think, speaking of songs, I think about the Smiths whenever I see "Handsome Devil." Real quick, let me see what we got. Real quick, I kind of wanted. There's a subject I wanted to talk about, and I cleared it with Fireball because it's gonna get a little spicy. I don't know if anybody heard about this incident happening in an Australian school. Did anybody hear about an Australian school getting super duper woke recently?
Shit, I heard that's happening in California.
Everything I hear about is things going super duper woke, but I do not know this
that's
one.
true.
I heard about this.
Yeah, schoolboys were made to apologize for stuff they didn't do during an assembly for I don't even know if I could say that. We'll just say assault. I don't want to get Matt in any more trouble than we already have
for a cuddle tumble.
The thing is, these are middle school aged kids. We'll just say assault. I think you can say assault, but just don't say what type. A boy was made to apologize to his female classmates for the behavior of their gender. He was forced to apologize. He said, forced to apologize for stuff we didn't actually do. This is at Broward College in Victoria, Australia. All male students were told to stand up, turn to a girl in their class, and say sorry.
And this is a struggle session, kids.
I was going to say that.
This is a struggle session.
Yep.
Yeah, I would. Man, I'm so fucked up, man. I would have turned to whoever was next, man. I'd be like, "Fuck y'all."
I'm sure these are 12-year-old boys.
Yeah, I wouldn't
I'm sure that
apologize
happened.
for shit, man. I mean, no, that's not.
The kids are not
When
like
you're
they
under the
used to
control
be.
of these people.
Yeah, kids
Put you
aren't.
in an isolated one, in an isolated session.
Well, and that's what they wanted to do to Gina. I mean, let's be honest. But
Yeah.
you know, it's like, you know, kids are not like we grew up, man. We grew up, you know, you got in fights, you got punched in the nose, you said something stupid, whatever. You know, you told other people to F off when they were 100% wrong. You know, and you dealt with whatever those consequences might be. But kids nowadays, man, they don't raise them that way. They're raised to be, you know,
soft as shit.
Yeah, that's right. There you go.
Yep.
The non-politically
the
correct way to say it.
terminology.
Yeah.
We're trying to be I that's definitely that. But the parents were pissed. They said the parents were furious and outraged. And a kid, 12-year-old said made him feel uncomfortable. He says, I don't think it's okay to be struggle assaulted, but I felt a bit under pressure to stand up. And if I didn't, I felt like I was a bad person, which was the point.
Yeah, that's the whole point, is to make you feel bad, kid. That's the welcome to the new, this is what the socialists do, kids. This is a Marxist tactic. This
is the Cultural Revolution.
Yeah, and we and it needs to be stomped down. And I like I said, I mean, I don't often say this, but there will be coming very soon, you know, things we don't want to ever talk about in this country. And you know,
I hope
and
you're wrong, but I get it.
The rest of the world right now, I mean, there are other countries right now that are putting this down, right? And, you know, at a certain point, you know, I know everybody's fat and happy right now, but all that's going to go away when you're eating bugs on your front lawn. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't think
such and such has the farmland, by the way.
Yeah.
It's going to call him such and such.
Yeah.
Dude, this is just this is intersectionalism controlling our educational institutions. And if you think shit like this is not happening in the US, wake the fuck up. Yeah. You know that it is. Now,
I know that
this
it
made
is.
this made international news, and thank God that it did, because there has been some legitimate outrage and pushback to this. But this is a mindset. This is the mindset of the people who are making our entertainment today. Like the people who are behind that canceled New Gods project. This is how they fucking think. I mean, making little boys apologize for not only shit they didn't do, but shit they've never even thought of doing. Okay. Exactly. And I mean, my oldest daughter is this age. She is 12 years old. She would have been in this exact classroom. And I can tell you right now, this would have freaked her out. Okay, having all these boys stand up to apologize for all this stuff that's never even occurred. So creepy. It would have wigged her out, man. And this right here produces Daniel Kibblesmiths. Okay, this is how you get a generation of Daniel Kibblesmiths. And I'll tell you what, right now, man,
masculine, by the way,
dude, China is not doing this shit. China is sending their 12-year-old boys to the fucking gym, and they're sending them out to ride on the back of bears with Putin. Okay.
But JD, let's be clear. China did this 55 years ago.
Yes, they did.
And they weeded out everybody that wasn't willing to comply. So now they've got compliant people, and now they want them to be ready to deal with whatever comes.
Yeah, exactly. That's what this is all about. 100%, man. And, you know, like it or not, there are geopolitical foes out there. War is not done in this world. We are not saying kumbaya with every single corner of the globe. And for the foreseeable future, we're not going to be, man. And if the Western world is going through this kind of shit, and the pinnacle of manhood is being put up as Daniel Kibblesmith, there's going to be a fucking reckoning.
Well, Richard Dildo thinks Kibblesmith is a TRT factory, but you said Kumbaya. Here's one guy we can't sing Kumbaya with. 32 flavors of Nick Weiser himself. Flavor Flav. Hell, Nick Weiser. How you doing?
Hail.
Hey.
Holy candle. I love this.
What's up, Flavor Flaves?
What's
Good
up,
times.
dude? Yes.
Hey.
How are you guys?
Hell,
We're all
we
just
got
singing
good day.
"Kumbaya" and sitting
China's
around.
Yeah.
Yeah, China's
I'm
laughing.
not.
Just singing.
I like
I'm
what
not
Brandon
Kumbaya
Dave
while we
said.
get ready to go to war.
I'll tell you what. I'm Canadian, and downstairs I have a bunker. I have
Okay.
I have my food for 2 years. I have water enough to last a lifetime. I have a generator. I have lots of ammunition, and I'm Canadian, so I'm waiting for the zombie apocalypse to start. I'm good to go.
So you have a lot of ammunition, but all your firearms were lost in an unfortunate boating accident.
Exactly. Everything. We've all lost all of our firearms, gold, silver, crypto, and extra passports in boating accidents, ladies and gentlemen. None of us have any of that sort of stuff.
I may have
That's
one
right.
or two silver bullets too for the werewolves out there. So yeah, absolutely.
Well, on a positive note, while we are in a situation where our currency is being horribly devalued, I did get a few extra bucks thrown at me in the past few weeks,
Cool.
and I might have to leverage that into something associated with like 5.56 or 2.23, something like that. We'll see.
Yeah, and Islington Girl says she's also Canadian and she's going to your house for safety, Paul.
You're always welcome.
Yeah, she's in I don't want to dox her, but I know where she is. She's in Ontario, not too far from Michigan. Canada has were mooses, Robert said.
and beware of the were beavers. Those are the scary ones. The were beavers.
Beware of the mooses, even when they're not were mooses, because holy cow.
Mises?
I ran into a couple of
Mises to pieces.
Dude, I ran into a couple of were beavers in college, and let me tell you guys, that's not where you want to be.
Right? No,
Our boss said
right?
stock up on ammo and ladies.
Oh,
There you go.
I see you got that Bounding into Comics article from earlier. God, that shit made me laugh.
Yeah, we haven't talked to you. We've been talking about everything else. What do you think about both the New Gods being canceled and this seriously woke thing that happened at school? Apparently had girls crying and shit.
Oh, so now enlighten me on this article.
Okay, so basically this is in Victoria, Australia, a place I've actually visited. And it is a middle school, even though it's called Broward College, but that's just a middle school age. And they made all the kids, all the male kids, apologize to the girls for assault. They hadn't done anything. And one of my thoughts was, our own Jake D has the key to this. He went to his local city council meeting, and the answer to this is going to your local school board and making sure this doesn't happen.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I do want to see what are your thoughts on this and the New Guy story? So, what are your thoughts on both?
Oh God! I mean, I guess I did see this article. I was wrong, but of course, you're not going to get any surprise reaction on me. I mean, I'm preaching to the choir here. I
was actually shocked though, because it just sounds so brutal. It was just like, how do you do this to kids?
I'm not surprised. I'm not as brutal as it is. VW. This is what by now, unfortunately, I have expected it. This is they're just gonna keep piling on more bullshit on top of more bullshit. And this is just the next step.
Yeah, at this point, China will import. I mean, Australia will import everything but China, but the People's Army.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing they don't want.
Mm-hmm. And as far as the whole Tom King thing, I mean, and the whole Ava DuVernay, that's a very interesting one because, one, I'm not surprised. We've not heard, like this movie, like other DC movies, it's been in developmental hell for a long time.
About 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, so we're talking that, and then you factor that along with the Coof probably also sped that up a little bit, to be fair. And also, I mean, DC has 800 different directions. They don't know what they want to do.
No,
I mean, we've heard the whole thing about the whole like throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks. And they Also, it doesn't help too that they probably saw what Marvel is doing with the Eternals and are thinking, "Oh, hey, we probably should back off of this." Which honestly, it should have been the reason to respond, even if it wasn't going to be good, because Tom King would probably just made Mr. Miracle. Well, Tom King, really. I mean, and Big Barda would have been Ava DuVernay. We already know those two would have been the self inserts right off the bat. Like, and that's what it would have been. I mean, and it's interesting because I saw some people mention on comments to Ray Porter about her, and then all of a sudden, Ava changed her Twitter settings to only people whom she tags can comment on her posts. And some people are wondering if she is or is not fond of the Zack Snyder movies or not. It's kind of hard to say, but she will not speak up. Apparently some people are like, "Oh, I didn't even try to give her crap. I just want to know if she's gonna have her movies connected." And she's blocking people, which go Hollywood, that seems to be their thing now. They cower and run away. It was only a matter of time till this shit happened.
Yeah. Tom King would self-insert to himself. And again, every male, it would be similar to the article we just read, where every male would be just sobbing and apologizing for being a male. And all the women would just be the mommy wives and just, it would be very disturbing. And so I'm glad not to get it. I'm just shocked that Warner did it because they still have Jar Jar, they still have everything else going on. You would think that they would just stay in that same direction.
Well, look, Jar Jar, like the guys highlighted tonight on FNT, Jar Jar is the worst hire in the history of any corporation. The guy has decimated everything he's gotten his hands on, even his own things. I mean, he doesn't know how to land the plane. He's never had a history of being able to do it, and it can be largely argued that the one film he's given credit for was essentially ghost directed and produced by his mentor. So, he really, what does he have to stand on? The slow destruction of anything, or fast destruction, I guess, of anything he touches. And
the biggest paycheck ever.
Well, for doing nothing. I mean, and this is a problem. I mean, the people over at Warner, are they're trying to be as woke as everybody else, but their corporate overlord is like, that doesn't seem like a good plan, and they're really starting to pay attention to the bottom line. And of course, they're one of the big corporations that are, they're holding a lot of debt right now. And the Warner thing was supposed to be a boon for them. So far, it's been nothing but a headache.
Yeah. So, J.J. Abrams there's an interesting tactic in warfare that's used by traditional war, current war, modern warfare. It's right in the art of Sun Tzu. It's a scorched earth policy. He's a scorched earth hire. He's going to come in. He's going to probably make you $1 billion in the first movie, and then half that in the second, and then half that in the third. But you want that $1 billion at the first, and that's what they're looking at. They're looking at the dollars. All of these people, all of these big corporations, these big companies that are hiring him, they're looking at the money that he's brought in. Well, yeah, if you're going to go in and you're going to do a movie like Star Wars, which has had 30, 40 years of history and fanatical fans that will take my money. And you're going to come in there. Of course, he's going to make $1 billion or $2 billion. But then you got to look at the fall off. And that's the scorched earth part of it. He comes in there. He takes all of the grain. He takes all of the food from the garden, and then he sets fire to it. That's what he's done to a lot of our pop culture loves that we have.
Yeah, Toxic Man Flu has a Nick Weiser flavor. JJ's Wild Melon franchise killer. Go ahead, Jake. What were you going to say? And then 24.
All right.
Oh yeah, no, just that. I mean, JJ is something that could be a cause of what we're seeing here, though. Just despite the fact that certainly hopeful that what's going on here is that AT&T's recognizing this thing was going to be a train wreck, but this could easily be 100% about JJ. Right? Maybe. This isn't what JJ wants to do with DC, so he said, fuck it, they're out, right?
Could be, so we could be getting too excited. Real quick, Islington Girl is says, do varnish is a piece of work. She's straight to the CW. Good luck. Nick thinks she'll fuck things up there, which I don't know how you possibly could, because it's the fucking CW. Because it's already scorched earth pretty much itself. and then how far she's fallen since that Wrinkle of Time movie, because that's the only thing she's really done of note.
Yeah,
Robert says JJ is Feige's Bizarro,
and that Wrinkle of Time movie was awful. And I like the Wrinkle of Time books, and that was just the worst thing I've ever seen.
The other thing is she's just clearly an unabashed racist, and right now that seems to be what the executives at Warner Media have been hiring. Right?
Oh, she's unapologetic too. She comes right at it. She's like,
you know, they gave an overall deal to Patrice Cullors. You know, and you're talking, I mean, that's a significant chunk of change. I mean, they are hiring people to aid in the destruction of their company, which makes no sense to me. Again, from a business standpoint, you have to appeal to the broadest possible audience. So when you make decisions that are going to clearly limit your audience, it's just surprising. Right. And I honestly don't know what to say. The proof's in the pudding, and right now, Batwoman is an example of what happens when you
Batwoman.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry. It's an example of what happens when you choose something over broad appeal. And in this case, it was, you know, all of the various types of political signaling, which I'm very uncomfortable with. Some people are, you know, can ignore it. It immediately pulls me out of anything. I have no interest in seeing it. I mean, even unfortunately, Godzilla had enough garbage in it. I was a little bit pulled out.
Me too. And it was just sprinkles.
Yeah, I know. And it's so, and the problem is once you're tuned into it, you can't untune. You know what I mean? You just
hard to unsee it.
Yeah, it doesn't
sometimes
go away
I think
anymore.
we even see ghosts sometimes, and they do that on purpose. Not always, but sometimes I think.
I understand what you're saying, VW. I really do. But I think
one example is that Wonder Woman thing. She said something to a little girl, and they were like, "Oh," I'm like, "Yeah, that's a ghost." You're saying, but there are other times where you're not, because
dude. The minute she essentially like rapes another dude, I was like, okay, they officially they've lost their way, you know.
Yeah.
Well, even you bring up that thing. This is something that a person who is an example and who stands in front of people who want to see that symbol in themselves. That's exactly what she would have said to them, but she says that in this moment, immediately after she splattered the brains of damn near everyone who was doing that to them on the walls. That's disturbing.
Yeah, I've come to the conclusion that Diana is a sociopath in this universe. Because she's raped the guy, she murders people one time. Maybe a benevolent sociopath, but she is a sociopath.
She's a hot sociopath. I can deal with that.
There's a lot of people in the family court who disagree. Go ahead. I want to get Nick and then 24. I meant to get to him earlier.
Well, just a sec though, guys. I gotta head out though. I'm over my time, but hey, it's great seeing you all and honor being part of the panel with you all, and thanks to the chat who's been coming with us along this ride. It's been hilarious. It's been fun, and let's laugh at all this stuff like we talked about earlier. Because if we can't laugh at it, then we might as well retire and be buried in the ground. So let's keep the humor and keep it up and stay optimistic. And hopefully, we're seeing some good changes that are coming about here. And thanks for bringing that up, V-Dubs. It's good to see that. Yeah, there's some bad in the world, but you know what? There's a lot of good too, and let's keep laughing.
Oh,
yeah,
right with you.
All right.
Thanks for
take care, everybody.
Have a great evening.
Good night, man.
Later, dude.
Yeah.
Night.
Or thought.
You know what? Or thought.
Yeah.
I want to just shout out another Nick Weiser flavor from Toxic Man Flu. Punisher Pickle Picker Slapper.
Yeah. Nick Weiser, man. I've been looking forward to meeting him, man. It's a pleasure to be on the panel with him.
Oh, thank you, man. Likewise.
Yeah, man. I mean, shit, between you, Culture Casino. I mean, fuck, man.
You're amongst friends.
Yeah, I don't know if you've noticed 24/7, but I've been dropping in and dropping comments on your videos and stuff, man. So
yeah, actually, I've been, dude. I've been sick as shit, man. And I saw that, man. And I was gonna actually take tomorrow to start addressing my comment section, man. I'm doing very bad. I'm very bad at that right now.
It's so easy to get behind. You don't have to address mine, man. I just want you to know that you have people watching you, man. You have people watching.
Well, I appreciate
love
that,
your
man.
channel,
Thank you, man. And that means a lot, man. I remember, man, dude, just to see you rise, man, the way you have, man, and just going strong.
Right.
Shit. And the thing is, man, I'm just.
Uh-oh. Who do we lose?
Oh,
We lost
the
Fusion.
speaking man.
Fusion.
Did you click him? Did you
No, I
try to
didn't
focus
click
him?
No. No, what happened? Oh, no. Fusion Media,
he
come back.
He was in the middle of making a
You
great
were in the middle
point.
of a thought.
I hope I didn't click him. Hopefully he can come back.
I
That
hope he
sucks.
can.
He was making a point. Yeah, cause I love 24/7 Fusion Media's channel. I wanted to plug his channel. It's a great channel.
Come back.
Hilariously
24/7.
undersubbed. And
We gotta get him
from
oversubbed.
the lists.
Let's get him oversubbed.
Dude,
Yeah.
Plus, he has an amazing voice, man. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Yeah.
This your boy 24/7. Hey man.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened.
Go on.
The internet just cut off, so I was hurt. I was just mashing on buttons to get back on. but I wanted to just say this. It's like I've been on YouTube for about a year, and I've been wanting to get on for 2. But I had unfortunate things happen to me that first year I wanted to get on, so I couldn't. But what I always told my family, and there's no bullshit, was these are the people. Like I'm sitting here and I'm looking at y'all. And I would sit there and I grab my kids and friends, and sometimes, people be around when I'm watching, and I'd be like, you know what? When I get on YouTube, these are the people I want to be around. These are the people I want to be with. It's like I just don't want to, pop up in the middle of somewhere and hopefully, I get accepted, by somebody. No, I looked and I said, you know what? Whenever I want to do whatever I'm doing, I want to do it with these group of people here. This is who I want to be with. Like rise or fall. These are a great group of people, and whatever happens, I just want to ride with this community. And I'm like I say, just to sit there and to be on panels with y'all and meeting y'all for the first time, dude. It's I have so much respect for y'all, man. Sit there and I watch your videos, and I'm subscribed to all of y'all twice. 2 times. I have 2 accounts.
Hey,
I make sure that on one account.
What a guy. Oh no! Again?
Oh shoot!
The CIA
internet.
Stop
Fuck
us.
the internet.
Dude, this didn't start happening until you got here, Flava Flavs.
Yeah, I'm
Don't
feeling
pin
all
this
inspired
on
and
him.
shit. And then the damn CIA takes him away. He's like getting this because like a lot of what he's saying, I agree with. This is the greatest community I've ever been a part of in my entire life.
It really is.
And I'm not exaggerating. Thank God he escaped that grab.
There he is.
Some people
And I know he's not
Are
talking
you
about me because no one
higher?
wants to be with a dragon in the middle of nowhere.
Hey, we like dragons, even though Godzilla's not a
man.
dragon. He's proven we still
Yeah,
like
yeah, shit. As long as you have wings, we can fly. Let's make it happen.
There you go. I like that. Thomas Boland just subbed. You're at 371. Yeah, he is a great channel, man. He covers. If you want to keep up with what's going on in pop culture, I don't know if there's a better follow than 24/7 because he covers so many damn stories and he covers so much. And honestly, you do keep me up on what's going on as much as anybody in on YouTube. I'm serious about that.
The one thing I'm having issue with, with making videos is it's like you don't ever have enough time to cover everything you want to cover, and that's the issue that I'm finding fault with, man. So especially if you're only one person, you only have 2 hands, you're going to do so much, man. But there's so much more I've been wanting to cover, and just can't get around to because it's not, there's not enough time in the day.
Some people seem to be hearing an echo. Jesus.
Might have been
just to add, guys, real quick. Midnight's Edge just hit 200K.
Congrats to Midnight's Edge, 200K. And speaking of subs, Toxic Man flew unsub to you from you culture, 2 sub to 24/7. So
all right.
That was not necessary.
All right, now we're all echoing.
I don't hear any echo, but the CIA could be.
Yeah, I'm gonna echo too.
Oh, maybe it's me.
Yeah, everybody but you is echoing. BWW.
Bizarre. Thomas Bowman keeps expecting 24/7. That's what he tried to say. Do you lift, bro? Do you even lift? He actually did lift. And David Blair's hearing echo. Andre face reveal time. Yes, all is echo. Echoes all around, fellas. That sucks. I have no idea what to do. Isn't the girl saying, "Well,
VW,
everybody's echoing except me,
not
voice of reason." Oh man, that sucks.
Right,
I don't
right.
know and apparently the CIA stands for the Culture Intelligence Agency, according to Tasman Man Flu. So I'm not sure what's happening with the internet.
It's not true.
Okay, well that's the rumor. It's the rumor innuendo. Apparently, I'm hosting in the Hollow Earth with the echo. I must be. I'm not sure. Quick, say something epic. Epic.
Moist.
Yep. Moist.
Still echoing.
That's what she said.
I apologize, Matt.
So
I
very
don't really know what I can do.
moist.
Did somebody's Bluetooth disconnect? I don't know.
Moist.
I'm not sure about the tech, and I apologize to anyone listening with echoes. Because that sucks.
You should leave the stream and come back.
I'll leave. I'll be the
I'm
first
not
person
sure
to
about
leave.
the tech, and I apologize. Yeah, it is just me because I just started listening. So I guess people are going to leave and try to come back and see if that helps.
It does help sometimes. Nope, still hearing an echo.
Okay.
Yeah, usually if we all mute, we can figure out the echo.
Okay, I'm gonna mute everybody. And then all right, just another red shirt. I muted and I just muted Draco. So all right, guys. So you guys do not hear me echoing. So it has to be on my side, even though it's it could be because it's hosted through me, but my internet is being wired in, so I don't have anything. So you guys are not hearing any echo with me. Never did. So I'm gonna unmute Jake D, and I guess I can't unmute because he muted himself. So Jake D, go ahead.
How we sounding? Nope, echoing. No, it's gone now.
So I can't hear echo for Jake D. What about the chat? Do you hear echo for Jake D? It says plug it out and plug it back in, since you dildo.
Yeah, I did when I first started speaking, and then it was gone.
Okay. Good. So no echoes for Jake D. Okay, so we're gonna try just another red shirt. Now you
testing. 1, 2, 3.
So it's red shirt echoing, ladies and gentlemen.
He's good.
We get a good. So now Culture Casino.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages.
Okay, and then I'm gonna have Draco is unmuted. How you sound, Draco? How's everyone sound? Everyone sounds good? Or wait, Newbound Turk says no. And then no echo, I guess. So go ahead, Draco, and then I'm going to let 2-4.
As long as I can talk, and I definitely don't hear myself as I did before, so it seems all right.
Okay, so Red Shirt's good, says Islington Girl. I'm going to let Nick and 2-4 come back in a second. I appreciate everybody bearing with us. This is live YouTube, ladies and gentlemen, live YouTube. And
absolutely live from the interwebs. You are here now.
So no echo, Newbound Turk. Just got chills. I don't know. It's
that shit's weird when that happens, man.
Yes, it is.
So I'm gonna add both Nick and 2-4, and hopefully we are good. So welcome back, guys. 2-4 keeps trying to give this inspirational message, and then the CIA takes us down and tosses
I know, man. Nah, but yeah, all I was trying to say was, man, you guys are a great group of people, man, and I couldn't see myself being with a greater group, man. So I'm just love being here with y'all, man. It's an honor and a pleasure, and shit, man. Let the good times roll, man. Some good shit going on here, man.
Come by more often here, dude. Come by more often.
Hey, you know what, man? You're gonna see me from now on. So I'm gonna be yeah, man. Shit, right. I can't get rid of me now, man. So I'm here.
Cool.
That's awesome, man.
Tasman Man Flu says VW Boomer Tube.
There you go.
Not me.
I'm pretty sure it was you. So, but 24/7, man, I'm gonna have to have you do the voiceover narration for my short film. So, you got that voice. I want that voice.
Well, I tell you what, if there's something you really would want me to do, then man, you just get with me, man. You can find me. Yeah, you can find me through VW. You can catch me on Twitter. You can, drop me a line in the comment section of a video or something, man. But yeah, man, let me know, man.
Yeah, probably about 8 months out from filming. So we where I want to shoot, it requires a specific kind of temperature so that we don't all die. So
okay, well, don't die.
No.
You know,
Yeah,
speaking of your
it's good
voice,
to avoid. Yeah.
yeah, death.
I
death
was
is
thinking like
Most
you need to do one of
living
those
forms
EBN
are attached
documentaries.
to their lives.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, could you imagine his voice doing one of those? It would be
One of those, yeah, a narrating an echo-based documentary. That has to be. We have to make that happen. The next one they do, you must.
Yeah, man.
Echo
Yeah,
Base.
you know, Echo Base. Those are my boys, man. Fucking Coach and Nick, man. They're awesome dudes, man. They're part of the reason why I'm on YouTube, man. You know, just they giving me the. Cause I remember when I did my first video, man. I reached out to Coach in the comment section, man, and I was like, look, you know, he did a video, man, that inspired the shit out of me, man. He was watching Star Wars movie. He had just lost his parents, man, both his parents, man, about a year prior. Yeah, so it's like Coach lost his mom and dad maybe a year apart from each other, and then after that, Star Wars. I think it was either The Last Jedi or The Rise of Skywalker was coming out, and he did a video talking about how hard it was for him to watch these movies because he always had his parents to talk to, and when I looked at that video, I figured, you know what, if he was so strong to do it, then you know. Like basically, like what I'm saying is, if he had the strength to just put out a video like that, I looked at myself and I was like, you know what, I should have the strength to at least drop my first video, and I sent him a message and I told him, hey, you know, you inspired me to do this video, and I just wanted, and I gave him a shout out on my video, like in the description area, and I said, hey, you know, this for Coach for motivating me to do this video, and. You know, I'm thankful that it's an honor to know Coach, to know Nick, man. Them dudes are awesome, man. I love Coach, man. I love Nick, man. Those are great guys, man. So, and you know, they helped me, you know, try to make an intro for me, man, when I first started, man. I could tell you stories about these guys, man. They're great guys, man. So, you know, if you haven't checked out Echo Base Network, you know, those are good, positive guys, man. You know, they're trying to do some good things, and you know, in the light of everything that's dark right now, they still try to shine with their positivity, you know, with their love for Star Wars and their appreciation for the fans, man. So, you know, I got a lot of love for those dudes, man.
I do too. What they are proof of is no matter what you do, you can't destroy our fandom. Like you can make Luke drink as much soy milk and green blue whatever milk, but we still have Luke Skywalker from the original trilogy. The same with every other franchise. You can do whatever you want, even if they would have made the woke gods. We still have the original stories, and to still be, don't lose your fandom. Don't lose your fandom.
Yep. We still got the original new gods we can all go back on, especially since they have those big fat omnibuses too. Like yesterday when I was doing the panel with Clobber Times and Robert Meyer Burnett and others. I think it was Eric O'Sullivan who showed off that has a brand new, fresh Jack Kirby written and drawn New Gods omnibus. So I'm just saying, if you want good new God stories, the omnibus is there and it's available, sir. And Kirby was a monster when it came to the art because we're in a day and age where the current artists barely could do a page a day. Kirby would average 4 pages a day. The guy was a machine, and he was writing. How?
You know, it's funny you mentioned them. I'm looking at an auction right now. There's a Fantastic Four. Somewhere it's like an issue. There's an issue in the 40s that's going on for an auction right now.
VW.
It's autographed.
My mask is off, so I can't
look. It's autographed on the inside by Jack Kirby.
Really?
And right now it's going for $19.
Oh.
That's it.
The auction is well. You still got like 3 or 4 days before that shit's over with, man. So you know it always boils down to what's going to happen in the last fucking minute. The last minute tells it all. You know, and so I'm sitting here and I'm watching this, and this is today. This I had to be like maybe 4 or 5 hours ago. I was sitting there and I'm looking, and I said, I have to get this fucking comic book, man. No, I don't know when there'll be another time that I can ever come across a Jack Kirby autographed comic book from something from back in the fucking 60s. Dude, you know, I think it's like Fantastic Four issue 47 or 48 or some shit. And it's autographed on the inside. So as soon as you open up the cover,
Please get it.
Yeah,
I hope you can get it.
Please get it.
If you like, I will send you money just for you to own it. Like, I want someone I know to own this book. Real quick, I wanted to say we can get back to it, but hi, Fireball's dad.
Well,
Yes.
Fireball
Shout out
Papa
to
Fireball.
Foul Balls
father.
And I want to know, I probably should have my mask on to know that your son does a weekly show with a random a random guy he doesn't know with a mask from Detroit, and he has a sentient dildo and a polar bear in his chat. So you can be proud of your son and all that he's done with his life.
He has acquitted himself well and definitely achieved success. I mean, when you have, a conversation with Ascension Dildo, that's just the peak of success, isn't it, guys?
Speaking of sentient dildo,
not everybody can say they have a sentient dildo in there.
I mean, that's what every father hopes for his kid, right?
Yeah, obviously.
This is what you hope for in life.
This is everything in his life has led up to this moment where he was acknowledged by a dildo and a vigilante
and a polar bear.
The polar bear's not here. Where is Snortapoopa?
I know. I don't know where Snortapoopa is.
Well, at least there's a man flu that can acknowledge.
There is a toxic man flu.
There is a man flu going around.
And this is one of his biggest fans. This is one of your son's biggest fans. He flip him off all the time. He talks shit to him. He says, "Hello, Matt's dad. I feel your pain and disappointment in Matt." And this is Fireball. He said, "Can you get a panel shout out from your pops?" Well, you got it, man. I don't know if you wanted it, but we did shout your pops up.
Dude, yeah, absolutely, man. You know what? If, Matt's dad is awesome. He made Matt. So there you go. One half of Matt. So as awesome as Matt is, you're twice as awesome because he's only half you.
Exactly. And you also have a bunch of Canadians in the chat and a king of all wrenches, Eric K. The king of all mods.
Yeah, Mr. Mod. He's amazing. Dude,
speaking of amazing, you have an inanimate phallus as opposed to a sentient dildo. And I wanted to, you said amazing. We also have a Bat Tom. Tom from Midnight's Edge has made his way to the lounge. Hail, Tom.
What is going on here?
We're trying to figure that out.
Tom. It seems to be Bat Tom.
It is.
Mr. Tom, congratulations. On $200.
Oh, Echo's back. No, it's because Tom entered.
Yeah, so we've been dealing with Echo. Yeah, Echo Time says Robert. And actually, Robert also said, what did he say? It was a great one about Echo, then Echo Base, Illuminati. Yeah, from Echo Stream to Echo Base, Illuminati confirmed. So I don't know if the Illuminati's after us, but we've been having Echo issues.
Okay. So the late person to join. No. Dude, this is weird.
I don't know. Test. Check one. Echo.
That time cave acoustics.
I'm muted.
How do I?
If you can make this out, I suggest you do what we did before: mute everybody, bring us out of mute one at a time, and then we'll all speak afterward.
Okay. So I'll just mute anyone who hasn't muted themselves already.
For the lucky viewers, number 47.
All right. So everybody's echoing except me, apparently, and we're doing the mute thing again. So, you know what? You asked, does he ever sleep? Well, he does. He does indeed sleep.
When I'm not supposed to.
When he's not supposed. No, you have to sleep. It's fine. That's a reference to Wednesday, and all echo except me. And did you start suddenly using Zoom? Not sure. I'm not sure if Zoom is involved with this. But I'm going to start unmuting people. First off, when Tom, before I even do that, chat. When Tom was coming in and out and kind of messing with me, did he echo then? Like, was Tom echoing? Press the infinite dildo echo StreamYards button. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this echo.
It's been echoing since I came in. I haven't had it yet.
Oh, damn it.
I can try. Maybe it's me.
Okay, so Tom is left, and he's going to try to come back. And I'm going to try to unmute people. Let's see. 2-4, how do you sound?
Fabulous.
Okay. Small Times now is thinking maybe I am Illuminati since I'm not the only one echoing. I'm not sure about that.
24/7.
Okay, 24/7 was echoing. I know he's had internet issues as well.
So okay.
Apparently was So yeah, he still is. All right, I'm bringing Tom back.
Everybody make sure your echo sound cancellation is turned on. That or somebody doesn't have their headphones on or something.
As soon as Batman came in, I heard it, and Echo has returned. Still there. Echo has returned for all. Jesus, StreamYards. Come on, don't do this to us.
Didn't fucking do it.
Hey, remove yourself. Don't leave. Just remove yourself, EW, and then come back.
Okay.
Hey.
Hi. Hello.
We still have it.
Damn it.
Is it you, culture?
Do I hear myself? Yes.
Everyone's still at Echo Base, girl. I like it. We are in the Echo Base. This is the Echo Base network.
Who doesn't hear
it? I don't hear it. So that's why So it has to be.
The only person not echoing is Vigilante.
Okay.
And I have echo cancellation turned on.
Yeah, we do. So that's by default. So just move us all and bring us all back in.
Remove. Okay, I'm gonna remove everybody. They're still here. They're not. Don't leave the stream. I'm not kicking them from the stream. And see what happens. So first off, ladies and gentlemen, is it just still me? I'm still A-OK. Let's try having 24/7. Thank you all for bearing with the technical issues. Thank you, Matt's dad. Sorry that his show has been echoing. Boot to the head. Toxic Man Flu says this is what it sounds like in his head every day. Okay, so I'm good. So let's start with Jake D. So
how we sounded? Nope, echo.
Okay, I'm not echoing, but I think that's still me. So we'll see with the chat. It takes a little bit because there is a delay, just like a StreamYard.
Echo came in when I started speaking.
So Jake is.
It's gone now. It's gone now.
Is it gone?
When I first came in, it was there, and it's gone. Okay.
Okay, gone. Echo gone. Okay. So Echo, I'm blaming the Imperial Droid. VW is fine. The chat is still saying Echo. I'm not sure if it's left for them or if it's come back. Load us.
I think we're good. I bet you can bring everybody in and we'll be all right. That's how it cleared up last time, too.
Go ahead and bring everybody back in.
Baby. Okay. No, baby, you know I love you.
There you go.
Oh, shit.
Because we got all of that.
Tom was tubing.
Profound.
Yeah, Tom was tubing.
We got all the boys in here.
At least we didn't see anything. At least the camera's
you can't blame the guy for having a little fap time. We see it on F&T intro every week, right?
I'm the one on this time. And again, Tom, I'm going to say this: congratulations on 200K when I'm not echoing, because that's awesome.
Man, he has a nerf face again.
Yeah, congrats for that,
as
man.
As to mouth, Tom.
Oh God, Robert.
I hope Matt's dad sees this. Never go as to mouth. What are you doing with your life?
That is sound advice.
Who are these
guys?
It
is. Yeah.
What is wrong with them?
It'll be fine.
Real quick, I don't know if I should say, because Matt had like a site or something, and you see like his old pictures. He looked so like you could tell he thought he was the shit at that time. No, and hey, I didn't hear Matt. I didn't see him. Matt. He probably was. So shout out to Matt. But I just saw his older pictures recently, and I'm like, man, you could just tell he was really into acting. So, kind of sucks that Hollywood sucks. Let's hope the new chapter in his life in Austin is a little bit better than Hollywood. And somebody asked who will be the last panel member. It's none other than the Wrench King himself, Eric K. Hail, Eric K.
Eric K.
Eric K.
Welcome, Eric K. Sir.
It's good to be here. Good to be seen. How is everybody? It was quite a nice night, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
I was not able to be right up against a screen all night, but it seemed all right.
Yeah, it was a pretty even-keeled night. Not too many trolls, and wonderful time had by all. So, how is everybody? How was everybody's week? How was every?
Oh,
yes, I heard. I was waiting for the today I feel like I'm the luckiest man on earth. The old Lou Gehrig speech, but no one did it, unfortunately.
Well, nobody's echoing anymore, so yeah, that would have been awesome. Though you're right.
Yeah.
We've satisfied Robert's OCD with a full panel, and Brightest Day was going to go to bed, but now we have the full Hollywood Squares.
Yeah,
with George Lucas apparently here. Shout out to George Lucas.
Nice.
That means he's gonna change. Oh God, he's got a Rise of Skywalker poster in Beckham. That doesn't help.
Oh,
all right, change it.
I didn't write that.
And Toxic Man Flu Streamlars is like Kamala. It can actually take 10 sentient
dinglings. 10 dinglings.
So yeah.
Oddly enough, I heard that J.J. Abrams can do the same.
Oh my!
That's how he gets his job.
Today is an echo that will live in infamy.
Hell, Mike Beat. I like that name, Mike Beat. So yeah, you fell asleep, but we're glad to have woken you up.
Woken? No, we don't want to woken anybody.
We don't want to
we don't want to have woken anybody up.
Chewbacca is
Were we talking about trying to reduce the woke a little bit earlier? I don't know.
A little bit.
I made Chewbacca a Wookiee.
A Wookiee? That's named
Mike B has licked the like button. Everyone else licked the like button. I haven't said that enough. Lick the like button. Feel free to super chat
and slobber all over it.
You shouldn't lick things.
You just made me double check to see if I liked the stream now.
Yeah. I don't know if I did.
And you definitely have to say
I did not
that
like. I'm
because you
terrible. I'm
cannot
hosting the
type.
show. Didn't like it.
You cannot chat to lick it, or else a YouTube censor may actually take out your comment.
Yeah,
lick it all you want, and lick it all you want from the panel, but we cannot actually tell you in chat to lick it because someone will say, "No, that's bad."
Is that like button moistened though?
The rule is this: you have to lick it before you stick.
Oh, whoa. This is for Matt. He's a nice boy. Thank you, Culture Casino, with a $5 super chat. Appreciate it. And he's nice. He's a nice guy. He's a cool guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bobo's a wonderful human being. Even
Speaking
though...
Nope. Oh, go ahead. I'm rambling too much.
I can't even remember what I was going to say. I lost my train of thought. Even though he's stuck in the world of California, and now he's in Texas, so he needs all the money for the move right now. This is the time for him to get them super chats. So
yeah.
And
our own Robert, who's good at these mock names, now slobbering time, inspired by Nick Weiser. So thank you, Robert. Him and the names is kind of a thing.
I got a joke.
Go ahead.
What do you get when Rian Johnson directs a Star Wars movie?
What?
Headache?
Complete
Vindication.
Knives Out.
Oh, yeah, Vindication. Not lying.
Funny.
Because how does everybody feel about the damn prequels now? Oh, shit.
That's
Jake
right.
D. With the $20 super chat. Hey, Matt, here's for the cigar we're having tomorrow. Welcome to town. Hell.
Yeah, we're going to hit up a Star Bar tomorrow. So,
Yeah, you did get Vindication.
Jake D, I thought he was Kato Kalian in your backyard. You know,
I did offer him to crash in, one of the spare bedrooms, but apparently he likes his car in front of the hotel that wouldn't give him a room better. So what can I say?
Nice.
Yeah. Oh man, the chat. I love the guesses of what you were saying. What do you get when you get Rian Roundhead directing the movie? We had Tom King. Shit, and Islington Girl says a culture war, which we did. We got all of those. To be fair,
You forgot Jake tossing around his D, which was going to be.
Did get Jake tossing. Jake or Jack, if you're sporky,
All
tossing around
answers
his
are
D.
correct.
And hey, we've inspired super chats. Capitalism is at work.
Yeah.
Toxic Man Flu says he doesn't know Matt, but he hears his OnlyFans is popping. It is. Check out Matt on OnlyFans.
You know what else is popping? My bank account after Disney paid me $4.05 billion for Star Wars.
Oh. Hey, if they paid you $4.5 billion, why don't you help out
I could live with
the what's the guy? Yeah, the writers who Disney owes.
Fuck them.
I guess
Are you supposed to say
fuck everybody? It's my fuck you money.
I see. I can't argue with
And
that.
it continues making dividends, so it's all good.
Yeah.
So, George, why did you sell out the franchise of Kathleen Kennedy to run it?
Well, I had to prove I was better than everybody else somehow.
Yeah, and worked. Just another red shirt with a $10 super chat. He said, here's something to help with the move. And I see Islington Girl super chat, but StreamYards is being an asshole. There it popped
new
up.
Beginnings. There it is.
There you go. Here's for new beginnings. I hear beginnings are a delicate time. And Nick Weiser says, let's keep the money popping.
All I know is for 20 years I was told, quit making Star Wars movies. And then somebody else made a Star Wars movie, and they're like, you know what? Your movies aren't so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's exactly what happened. There's so
Pretty
much love for the
much.
prequels now.
They're like, why can't we have George back? Because I'm on vacation, bitches.
God damn it.
Vacation.
I'm in a galaxy far, far away called Fuck You Land.
Yeah, near Wokeville. Doesn't he live next to he lives next to a bunch of woke people. I can't remember who. Like really close to them.
They wouldn't let me put my museum in California.
Well, I've been out to
poor
Skywalker
thing.
Ranch.
I wanted to put it in Chicago.
Yeah, then
Slobbering
Chicago
Times
got mad.
says Kathy was good at giving coffee. I think she had her own slobbering times, man. To be fair.
I think she had a
there's no
really
doubt.
good. She had a really good recorder, is what she
But
had.
what if the dog gets the coffee in the end?
Oof. There's some freaky people in Hollywood. I can imagine that the dog sometimes does get the hot coffee, if you guys remember.
You know, after what we heard about Army Hammer, I mean, who knows,
Yeah.
right? I'm sure there's that shit going on.
Well, he just took Tasty to a whole other level. So
Yeah, it is. Sorry, guys. I am just going ahead and trying to do something. So real quick, we need a new Howard the Duck movie to subvert expectations. Says all time.
One of my favorite interviews with him is they're talking to him about the special editions and stuff, and they're like, well, if there's one of your other movies you could go back and fix, what would it be? Oh, probably Howard the Duck. Well, what would you fix in that? I'd probably have somebody else do the voice. That's all he said. He's just like, of all the things you pick, that's it.
How'd you handle Jar Jar? I mean, sorry, yeah, Jar Jar Binks.
Control Alta Deleta.
Yeah. Or make him evil. Which I always like that. You got a lot of super chats coming in. Eric K says, "Hail Matt, glad you made it," because he did actually make his show.
Eric K's on the panel
earlier. Yes, Eric K is in the panel. He's awesome. He's the king of all wrenches. David Blair tosses $10
The mensch wrench
for the Texas move. Yeah. So we don't know if this dog is farting hearts or just generating hearts, but Finite Essay or San Antonio, because he is from San Antonio, just sent the Shiba Inu producing hearts some way as a super sticker. Brightest days.
Whatever way you imagine.
maybe it's floating ambers.
No, it's a heart pooping kitty.
Yep.
Brightest Day says, "Fine, I'll give YouTube the 30%." And then Vigilante Williamson with a $10 super chat saying, "I'm doing this so the show I host earns the most money. This is completely self-interested." So there you go. Super chats are read. I think we're hoping that Matt gets the most super chats from the show. So again, I have the credit for it. Just for self-interest. No, seriously, it's really cool. And you know what? I think I might have another guest to fill the panel out completely. Who just did the DM slide, and I'm sending them the link.
Ooh, a slide.
So we will see.
The mystery guest.
We'll see.
Extremely moist.
Central Dildo says, "Shit, super chat ain't working for me. Wanted to give Matt some cash for crack. It's rough under the bridge." So apparently, people think Matt is indeed living in a van down by the river in Austin. He is not. Toxic Man Flu
Down by the river,
right next to Batwoman.
Batwoman. Got to pronounce it correctly.
Whammon.
Batwoman.
Wham! Who knew that Kathleen Kennedy had hidden cameras in her throat? She has something, man. Her and I almost wanted to say something about headpiece, and I think even Nick was on the panel, maybe even Culture. There was a panel where somebody brought up a former Weinstein assistant who was a female who had some pretty heinous things.
Yeah.
There was no way to know that it was, so I don't want to get mad at any more channel.
No.
Trouble.
I'm not saying it was Leslie Headjob, but I'm saying it was Leslie Headjob. Okay,
that's what. Or I call it Leslie Headjob.
You were talking about that on the Not Culture Crime Fighters the other day, if I remember.
Yeah, leave that last comment up about my wife. I got a bone to pick with that guy.
I posted the article.
Her neck fades in.
No. We all do that. I'm talking about the thing about in her mouth. I ain't never seen nothing in my wife's mouth, especially penis-like.
Oh boy.
The rest I don't know.
Oh yeah. She did marry into the thing. Rumor had it that Kathy was good at meeting certain needs. I just know she was a freaking she was a dancer in one of those movies, and
in the Temple of Doom, right?
Look. I've made a lot of mistakes in my life, and clearly my wife is one of them. But do I have to keep living that nightmare day in, day out? Why? Why didn't I sign a prenup?
Yeah.
Thomas Bowman, good night. Take care.
She's got more money than me.
Yeah, Thomas Bowman.
Have a later, bud.
Too much whiskey. I think we all can.
I need a refill. I need a refill on my glass.
Hey, Joe Boo. Hey, bartender, Joe Boo needs a refill.
Hey, you hair guy. I heard you're like a lawyer.
Tallahassee, yeah.
Yeah. Help me out here. I need a divorce.
No problem. I handle DUIs, but I'm certain I can handle your divorce.
All right.
You know it's a wig,
main
don't you?
name was Mattress Back.
Oh boy.
Snap.
And I can't really transition from that into this, but Matt Mardigan is filled out the stream. Hell, Matt Mardigan.
Hey, what's up, Matt?
Hey, look at that avatar.
We're going again.
Are we echoing?
Hey, that's my fucking lawyer.
Hey, you guys are echoing.
Every time we got a new
there it is. We bring in a new person and it destroys it.
Well, real quick, before we do this, Jake D actually has to leave. So I'm going to try to give him, hopefully it's not echoing.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, now I'm starting to actually hear it. So, I'm going to remove everybody and then just let Jake D talk. And then we're going to go back and try this again. So everyone's still here. I don't know why the hell the Illuminati is picked today to screw with me. So I'm going to remove Jake D, bring him back, and then let Jake D. Hopefully you're not echoing, man. Go ahead and
keep our fingers crossed. But I'm still hearing a little bit. Well, I'll keep it super quick. Thank you so much for having me, Matt. Welcome to town. Glad to see you. Everybody have a good evening and a good night.
Yeah, I'm trying to get your channel pulled up so we can, do a little promotion. Make sure people will sub to you if they aren't. And I got to it. Okay. So sorry if it is echo. Oh, the king of all wrenches has already beat me to it. Please sub to Jake D. Hopefully he won't echo. I don't know what the hell why we are in echo-based network. It has been pretty annoying. And what is this your channel? I think there's your channel.
It is. Yeah, that's the long URL.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah. So Jake D, I appreciate you being here. We all appreciate you being here, man. Thank you for showing up.
Take it easier, bud.
All right. Now, I'm going to try to bring everybody back in. Hopefully, we're not echoing. Just another red shirt. Coach Casino. Never Flav. 24.
Blame it on the rain. Yeah.
Yo.
Blame on the stars that shine at night. But whatever you do, don't put the blame on you. Blame it on the rain.
We need to blame it on the rain cover.
Oh shit!
Hey man, I'll try to do it.
Rain.
We need, you already have a hit single. Gotta do a cover. Do Blame It on the Rain. Such a great song.
Don't forget my number.
You never close your eyes anymore when I kiss your lips.
I don't sing that shit. They lip sync.
There's
I don't
no
believe in that.
Milli Vanilli.
Anymore.
I know they were lip singing.
Oh, I was talking about the Isley Brothers.
You're trying hard not to show it.
Kidding,
baby.
Milli Vanilli is still good, even though they were lip singing. Like, I
the
know it was
Righteous
fake.
Brothers. I can't remember who.
It was the Righteous Brothers.
Righteous.
I sang it at college.
Now we are clipping like shit.
Any audio sources.
I get down on my knees.
Koalas blame it on the rain, but they got zero fucks to give now.
Yeah. Times blazing on koalas in the rain. That's a reference to Comics Division.
Not me, like you used to do. Yeah.
Sorry. Go on.
And Eric K promotes the single for You Look Good mix. I Look Good on You, I think it's called.
Booty shaking. Let's get this fucker
Sing
started.
it.
There we go.
Sing all the way with it. Let's do an instrumentless track.
I ain't doing an acapella.
Ah, come on.
Pay me, maybe I'll think about it.
Oh,
I'll
man.
pay ya. All right.
I'm kidding.
Dirty Dancing is not echoing, just glitchy. And apparently, we are freaking out cinching dildos. Dog. Finite San Antonio is probably right. He can picture the face palm from Just Another Red.
Dirty Dancing. Nobody was singing from Dirty Dancing.
No, I say get a new dog, by the way. Sounds like your dog has no taste in music.
Time of my life.
Yep,
No, I never felt like this before.
Ooh,
Says
I don't know.
stop. Please.
You may get copyrighted. Like, you may get.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well, yeah. We're on
Yeah.
This is Matt's channel. I didn't even think about that.
It all to you. Oh,
I don't want to get Matt copyrighted.
You ain't gonna get copyrighted just for singing. None of us are Doomcock. We're not singing. He's the only one I've ever known who's gotten copy struck just from singing a cappella because he's so damn good.
Because he can sing.
Yeah,
and so I think that's part of it.
I got two strikes.
Who else? I've never met anybody else.
I had 2 strikes for having my title of my stream the same as a game show from 2004 on the WB that came on.
You cannot copyright a title, dude. That's why I don't understand.
What did you write?
Street Smarts.
The fuck?
What?
Yeah, it was a game show in the early 2000s.
Who claimed you?
I don't know how that's possible.
The WB?
That's not legal. You cannot copyright.
Then you probably got claimed for the video, not the title.
Well,
no video.
There was no timestamp either because I used no footage, no music, nothing.
Well, I thought you guys usually watched the movie though.
Not from Street Smarts game show from 2000.
No.
But that wouldn't have been something to copyright. You would have copyrighted the specific movie.
You would think.
I was claimed by an owner of a song for something that we were doing on karaoke one night. That's the only other case that I've ever.
Oh, karaoke's different because you're playing music. So
not when I was playing the music. I'm because it has happened a lot with Recicio, but I was doing another track, and they instead of claiming for the music, they claimed for the song. It was different because it was a subdivision that traced back to one of the many multitude of music companies owned by Disney.
Well, Disney doesn't own music anymore. They shop all their shit out to Warner. There's only 3 companies that really handle music anymore:
Warner,
Universal, Sony, and Warner. Yeah,
it was a Warner track, but it was someone like it was one of those claims. It was happening a lot to several people, and this particular one was claimed by some sort of business subdivision that was in Europe, and that was who hit the claim.
It was the Russians.
Well, it was Europe specifically. It was a European. It was a European.
Was it something Estonian group?
Yes, a Middle Europe.
Oh yeah, they're the same fuckers who took us down for the Captain Marvel thing.
Well, we know these companies have different little claim sub companies. That's what happened with the damn T. Louis 2, The Last of Us 2. What was the name of that company that Sony had?
Musso.
Yeah, who did all the dirty work for him.
I just fight it, dude. Because then once you fight it, they got to prove that they're the copyright
that's what I'm
owners
doing
or
now.
whatever. Yeah,
always fight.
They'll drag it out for a month because they can, but that's about it.
14 days. They have 14 days.
14 days now.
And they'll lose, Matt Mardigan. I'm just telling you, you cannot claim a freaking title. It's illegal.
Well, so I think what happened was because they did it on 6 videos, right? It was all the ones that had Street Smarts episode, whatever, 1, 18, 9, 16, and 15, right?
Yep.
I think what they did, but they didn't do the other ones. I think it was because I spelled out episode. So they look at the title and they're like, oh, Street Smarts episode 1. Obviously, he's referring to our game show from 2002 on the WB that came on at 3 o'clock in the fucking morning. Anyway,
Send me the warning or whoever sent it to you. Let me see who it is when you get a chance. Like screenshot it.
It's that one dude, whatever his name is. I forgot his name.
You know what to do.
You don't have to do it right now, but like when you get a chance. I'm just curious.
M bent over. I'm not making that up. That's really the name.
Dude.
Acting
You know
like
what
another
that
dude.
is? I was gonna say that's a false claimer, dude. You should try and like call that out on Twitter or something, man.
Yes. Well, apparently, like we looked him up. He works for the like Warner Brothers.
What?
Well, that's a dumb fucking name to have.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
it
is an
is.
unfortunate name for him.
Real quick, Toxic Man Flu, when we were singing, saved $100 on acid stamps by listening to his live. Saving money.
Dude, we are better than Geico right now.
And Slobbering Times thinks Russian thoughts will be
Slobbering.
well more welcome. than
I
Russian
wish there
bots.
was more Russian thoughts.
I do too. And Shellback TJC, if you haven't subbed to his channel,
Shellback.
please do. Shout out to Shellback. He says you should be able to do stuff on this fucking platform without getting claimed or struck. Well, I mean, maybe we can transition in that. They are getting rid of the
I'm not
dislike
transitioning, bro. I am not transitioning. You cannot pay me to do
You
that.
already did.
What?
They're counting on channels, not fighting them. There's a business model, absolutely. But yeah, we could
It used to be
transition
Culture Casino.
into this subject of shout out to buy Tom Single. This is a capitalistic channel. We're pro-capitalist.
It's on
We're not-
Amazon now, so it's like totally reels.
It's a real thing. Buy it on Amazon. Buy his single, and then when I
Wow,
make music,
it's
I
really
run.
real.
Reels with a Z, boy.
Yeah, for reals.
More super chats from Mike Beat. This stream is like a group of drunken sailors staggering down the street, and it's fucking hilarious. I'm glad I was.
Absolutely, boy.
Mike, I
guest
have
hosting-
been a drunken
Oh,
sailor
shit.
staggering down the street. So I got to tell you,
24/7
you're
doesn't
right.
know what he's gotten himself into.
You
What
made
should
a
we do
terrible
with the drunken
decision.
Sailor, what should we do with the drunken sailor? What should we do with the drunken sailor? Right in the morning.
Real quick, please sell to our man Shellback TJC. The
Shellback.
mod king Eric K. He can't help himself but to mod great. He's just sitting on the panel. He just like I got to mod. It's like an obsession.
I
Yeah.
can't help
you.
it. Sorry.
They still won't let me live stream over on our channel. So
What?
actually, yeah, so I had to make a new channel, so we can
Fuck
start
them.
doing street smarts again.
What?
All right, you know what? Let's talk about this YouTube shit. So they're fucking with our man Matt Mardigan. They're fucking with the guy who was born a couple months before me, 10 to 15 miles away from me, and Steven Crowder. And they're getting rid of the dislike button. What does everyone think about YouTube being bitches? And I probably shouldn't say this on Matt's channel. Blame me, Vigilante Williamson, not Matt from Fireball for the stuff I say. But I guess I'll start with Matt because he's going through it. What do you think about this whole crazy shit that's going on with YouTube and your own channel? What the fuck is happening?
Like I said, man, it's just because like the title thing. I think somebody was their algorithm or whatever just picked it up and just assumed that I was just re-airing episodes of that fucking game show. It really pisses me off. But what I found to be the most frustrating is that there was no proof given to YouTube to take me down, and they took me down immediately with 2 copyright strikes. There was 5 videos I struck and then a 6th video, so that gave me 2, right? So I'm teetering on the edge of losing everything because this guy with no timestamps or nothing just said, "Yeah, no, that's ours," and then they immediately took it down. And then for me to get it back, I contacted the people first, haven't heard back, so then I went through YouTube and I got to wait another 14 days, can't live stream, nothing. You know what I mean? So just having the burden of evidence on me just really didn't feel fair.
It isn't fair. Please sub to Mad's new channel. We got to get those subs up. because they're fucking with his main channel and it's bullshit. So I tossed it in the chat. Please sub to Mad News Channel.
Yeah, I just subbed.
And one person, just only one though, no more,
So did I.
needs to shove to back TJC so he can say at 420 by 420. We got to get him exactly at 420. So just one person, only one of you sub, and then we can get that person. No, more people can sub to Shellback. But seriously, please sub to Matt. Let me sub. I talk shit because this is complete bullshit, man. This is complete.
I'm already
bullshit.
subbed to Shellback.
Yeah, I kind of feel like unsubbing to him.
Yeah, I'm already subbed to him also.
Yeah, I am too.
All subbed on the panel.
Except for me, except until now, I am subbed to him, but the counter didn't change.
420 it is.
Everybody sub to MBE Live. That's Mad's new channel. I'm gonna try to triple plug it now, knowing everything that happened because like especially smaller channels like us, like that's the real fear. Just all right, we're just gonna get rid of you, and that's it. We're just fuck the rules. We'll make them up as we go. After 2 strikes, we'll just risk everything. Let some random stranger just be able to destroy somebody's channel, and it's complete bullshit. And
the 2 strike thing. The 2 strike thing was real bullshit. You know what I mean? Because it's for the same offense, right? It's just like, I mean, fuck it. Why didn't they just go for all 3 if they're going to be dicks like this? You know.
Well, speaking of which, dude, you know what happened to my live channel, right?
No,
what happened?
I got the same bullshit strike that Wes got, where it's like multiple, like you're like scamming bullshit or whatever, and I'm like, it's my own fucking content. I'm not spamming anything. I'm not scamming shit. What the fuck you talking about? So, I didn't even bother because I don't care. I had like 90 subs on that channel.
Yeah.
I just was like, eventually I'm going to care about that shit because I'm going to have like.
You should have fought for the 90 subs.
And I might, because those people deserve like the content that they subscribe for, because I unlist my live streams, right? So unless they go over to Odyssey, which I highly recommend Odyssey, they are not going to be getting their daily Culture Casino, and that is disappointing for a lot of my fans.
Yep,
man, I was on board until like towards the end there.
You would make more friends. Mad if you're a nicer person.
It's just you.
Mike Beat says, fuck YouTube destroying their own creation. Replacements are on the way. Not just a Smooth yet. Not Keanu Reeves. The replacement movies, though, that wasn't fun. Yeah, hopefully Odyssey is a replacement.
It feels
we need
like
replacements. I'm hoping it is.
It.
It's the live team. It's a newer platform. I know Rippa is on it, and a lot of other people are trying to, back up. And it does like a live backup. So my channel currently, not my live streams, unfortunately, I have to manually upload those. But anything else that I upload will automatically upload to Odyssey. So that's a very cool.
Wait, your live streams don't go up automatically?
No, mine's don't. So I don't know if there's something I need to talk to somebody about. I just assumed that was the way it went.
Let me check it out.
We do call him Boomer Williamson,
Well, yeah, it didn't say anything. It didn't give me the option, at least not that I saw. And I am a boomer when it comes to shit. I make Gary look like a tech maven.
Well, I doubt that. You don't even see half the stuff behind the scenes, so.
Yeah.
You give yourself credit.
Toxic Man Flu says,
wait, who are you?
Well, I saw that intro Gary did with his soundboard and control panel and his monitors and everything, and I'm like, oh, no wonder.
Yeah.
Well, he's using a Rodecaster, which is actually a really nice soundboard. And I thought about it, but I ended up with one of these Go XLRs, and it's fine. But then I realized that there was something that could accomplish everything, and I recommended it to our friend Mad Mardigan. Matt, how's that working out for you?
What was it?
The microphone.
Oh,
see, he's not even listening to you.
No, I was looking at Odyssey. I guess kept getting Homer, but I figured it out. Anyway, yeah, so I was telling Culture the other day that I got this new microphone. It's the Elgato Wave 3, and it's amazing. Yeah, like it does everything that your banana bullshit. What is it called? Voice mod.
It doesn't work so well when you talk into a cat, by the way.
Yeah. I didn't name it. That's their name. They chose Elgato. Anyways, But yeah, dude, I've really enjoyed the mic thus far. Casino, I hope you get one eventually, like what I advised.
Yeah.
To do.
Yeah.
Speaking of Culture Casino, you were talking about the subs. A Toxic Man Flu says they're not as disappointed, not nearly as disappointed as the boss if she doesn't get her daily.
That's true.
Casino.
Jeez,
So
that's very true. That's very true. You know, after gosh dang it. Okay, so let's see. 30, was it really 30 years? It's coming up. Dang.
Congratulations, bro.
Yeah, we're getting close. Let's see. Wait. I'm not gonna overshoot it. Let's see. I am 50.
You better know this, dude.
I was
gonna say she might be secretly listening.
92.
Yeah.
92 is 29.
Yeah, you might as well talk that out with us now, man, before you.
We're coming up on 30 years, guys.
30 next year.
Whoa.
Yeah.
1992. That was a good year. That's when Batman the Animated Series appeared.
And we were together since I graduated high school. That would have been 89.
Whoa. That doesn't happen anymore, bro.
Yeah.
Congratulations,
it didn't back then either. Like
nah, not really. Because I was born in 87. So yeah.
VW. What month do you got in 87?
October.
Oh, dude, I got 1 month on you.
What is it? You September?
I'm September. Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah,
How about them apples?
I could have been both you dads.
You really could have. You really could have.
Maybe you are.
No.
I am adopted.
Oh, are you Mad's dad? Is that what the beef is?
That makes a lot of sense.
Oh, this is all coming together now.
You ever spend time in Houston in the 80s?
You know what, Senator? I can't recollect anything like that.
I plead the fifth.
Plead the fifth, yeah. Oh man, disease is brutal. Says it took me a while to realize culture is not Kathleen Candy and drag.
That sounds to me like a personal problem.
It's funny, but I don't really see it. Like, I hate taking up for culture on this one, but like, I don't. I guess maybe I got a picture like KK with like a beard and long hair. Well, she has long hair. I don't. Yeah, I guess I don't know.
No, I don't have turkey.
Culture's still got much better hair.
Yeah.
Your hair is better than hers. Her hair, you can tell she's not healthy.
Oh,
you can just look and eyeball that, like your something's just not right,
dude. Maybe she was swallowing the wrong thing.
What happened?
She has a lot of zinc and protein in her diet in her 80s. Lots of zinc and protein.
Zinc.
Didn't do her hair any good.
Did not. Culture spreading its flavors in each state, maybe. Shellback was 16 in 87. I don't know if he was anywhere around Michigan.
Youngster.
Redistribution of Fresh Navy.
Oh yeah. Oh shit! I was finishing up my first semester in college. Says Toxic Man Flu. I didn't know you were that old. I didn't know you were old man. Toxic Man Flu.
I thought Toxic Man Flu was a lot younger.
Toxic's
like my age.
Toxic's a little bit older than me. And I'm a little bit older. I'm a little bit older than Tom. And yeah.
So 6 months older.
And I'm probably a lot older than you, Culture Casino.
I don't believe you, my friend. You are a very young looking human.
Yeah, as far as humans go.
Oh my God.
I'm young compared to a mountain, yeah.
Yes.
I'm very old when it comes to cheese.
Oh man.
Wait, what?
Oh man, the chat is getting brutal. So first I'll start with something nice.
This has become a roast now.
Isn't the girl, she gives you a compliment.
Get me started, Nick.
Thank you, that is girl. This is an amazing supporter for me, and I truly appreciate the Islington.
No, she's awesome. She actually watches our videos, so it's just like she goes our way to watch all the guys' video on the panel. It's like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
She fucking rules.
And there's a non-zero chance I may have met her in real life because I'm from I lived in the same area she did, only the other side. But it's gonna get pretty brutal, Culture, I have to say. That look on Culture's face says the dildo I'm sitting on isn't big enough. Small Time says the dark side energy must have weakened Kathleen Kennedy after so long. And then Mike Beat going right for your neck says, as long as we see the name Ryan Cannell's, well, no, really Ryan Cannell's neck, poor Ryan Cannell. As long as we see the name Ryan Cannell's drink KK's discharge sometime soon. Oh,
whoa,
Jesus. Pure brutality, Mike Beat. Pure brutality. Yeah, one would think KK had better skin, given all the flavor she's taken to the face.
Oh, my God.
Just total brutality. Total brutality. Well, I mean, you know what? You call her Leatherface in the Culture Crime Fighters intro.
Hey,
I mean, she does have
hey,
bad.
you know, if I'm not mistaken, I think she did have like some kind of plastic surgery. She looks different. Something. She looks. I don't know. Have y'all seen picture of her lately?
Someone said that she had gotten something done, but I didn't see the
try to pull
effects
that
of
shit
it.
up.
She got the eyes done for sure. She got like the no eyelids now. And
Yeah,
stuff.
no, they pick up the corners of the eyelids because your eyes get droopy over time. So they pick up the corners. That's true, I believe. They didn't do much for her turkey neck, dude. She looks like she's gobbling away down there.
Yeah. And I don't know what they did to her nose, but she's on the Michael Jackson route.
Oh,
the
no.
nose.
Yeah.
Plastic surgery never works, man. Just we all age. It's no big deal. People get
No,
old.
I age. I mean, I don't look my age, but we all age.
I'm not gonna comment.
Well, the wig really helps, though.
Fucking wig.
I love how angry he gets about this wig comment. Like he's really upset.
Make
It's
me want
harder
to get
to
on my
see the
phone.
age when you're surrounded by your flowing locks.
So first,
Oh God, toxic.
I can find out where you live. You understand this, right?
Yeah, because he is in the. Well, I'm not going to say anything. As long as Just Another Red Shirt isn't like Brie Cheese, we're good. Gross says the Islington girl. This is a MK fatality or brutality. She's had more than just soy injections disease. And then Toxic Man Flu with another Nick Weiser flavor. Number 11. Ugh. Sour cream, the Kathleen Kennedy. I would not suggest getting Kathleen Kennedy's sour cream. I wouldn't suggest that. Blue skin sink ships, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my face.
Yeah, it's hard to age gracefully sometimes.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And,
She's got enough extra skin on her neck to rebuild her nose.
She looks like
Oh my God, Richard, brilliant.
At this point, Matt is thinking, "What have I done? Turning my channel over."
Well, let me hope. I don't know what
He's been suspiciously absent for a while.
Hey, Tom, are you alive? Tom.
He fell asleep.
I'm falling asleep. What's up?
Nothing. I just
Well,
made sure you
Tom,
were
are you
with us.
still with us, young man?
No.
Time falling
That's
asleep
too
on the stream I'm
bad.
doing. This has never happened before. I gotta stop.
I'm just chilling. What's up?
It's hard to age gracefully. I said that. Oh, Toxic Man Flu wishes he had Culture's hair. He almost regrets starting the weave rumor.
I love
He
it.
were being almost.
No, I know. I love TMF. Look, here's the thing. So I'm going to definitely like sell hair care products on my channel. That's coming. Jesus, just be prepared.
Hey, pro capitalism.
I am. I'm all about it. And not only that, I will not. I will repeat, not. I will not force the NFL to move a team out of a state that wants to have ID for things.
Well, I thought the MLB, actually, we can kind of talk a little bit about that because you had sent something about these laws.
About an hour ago. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, yeah. Hey, I don't want to just like, hey, we're all having fun. Here's Georgia laws. It's like nobody wants to.
I blame
You know what I
Tom.
mean?
For that. No, it's
I'd
definitely
much rather talk about Kathleen Kennedy sour cream and make fun of her than talk about like real life politics stuff. Even though we did talk about some of it.
Tom. What's going on with Kathleen Kennedy right now?
I try not to know.
Yeah. I saw this New Bomb Turkey. They put the MLB All-Star game out of Atlanta, and then apparently there's a bunch of companies who want to do stuff. And then Culture Superman semen hair gel. I wouldn't use that either. And let's see what else we got. Uh-oh. The sound just went to shit.
Wait, y'all may be able to hear what I was just doing.
Okay, let's see.
Were you doing something bad?
Yeah, no, I was over on Adobe.
Yes.
We have the brush wars going on now.
Oh, that's it.
Okay, we're good.
I don't know what's happening.
They're
So
brushing their hair.
Website had a little ad.
Somebody brought up the Georgia stuff. So, like, I guess major companies are denouncing Georgia's voting law because you're not supposed to have IDs to vote. You're just supposed to just believe.
Yeah, that's racist.
What you're told that. It's racist because apparently black people can't afford IDs. I don't know how.
Well, and yes, Vigilante Williamson, do you know how to use the internet?
No,
I doubt it.
I absolutely have no clue. Too stupid. Too stupid. Thank God Joe Biden is here to teach stupid people like me how to do things. I don't know what I would do.
Well, did you vote for him?
I did not. I did not. But so I guess I'm not even black. You're right.
So
You're right. You're 100% right. I'm not even black anymore anyway.
not even black. So don't even fret.
There you go. Nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. But yeah, this is. We talked about how wokeness is losing on one front, but you take 2 steps forward and 2 steps back and 3 steps forward. Unfortunately, activists, slacktivists, are urging Georgia-based companies like Delta, Home Depot, and UPS to stop funding the political campaigns of Republican legislators behind the state's move to restrict voting rights. That's what it's read as. They also want companies to put their brands behind publicly campaigns that oppose similar voting law proposals in Arizona, Florida, and Texas as well. Take a stand in favor of bills in Congress aimed at expanding access to the voting box. Yeah, like having 16-year-olds vote and making a city into a state and things like that. So I don't want to read too much more of this crap because it's just garbage.
Frustrating, yeah.
Oh. What's going on?
Who is playing music and shit?
I'm guessing
shit, y'all
Matt.
can hear that? Oh,
We can
bad.
indeed hear that, yes.
Hold on, let me fix that. Sorry, I'm in Adobe Premiere. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I was like, okay, what's going on?
That makes sense.
Actually, the shit sounded
Your
pretty
audio
cool.
work is leaking through.
His mom
Yes,
God,
like
toxic man flu.
like a folk cover band of Rammstein.
Face cream made with real radium. If you vote for Joe, you ain't black. Nick Weiser v. Casino, the brush off. So I don't know if people want to see more brush off. I think Good Culture went away for a little bit. So when he gets back, we can have a little bit more brush off. And he says, "Hey, no, that wasn't me. It wasn't autoplay. That was Matt Hardigan. That was Matt in Adobe."
Wait, what did I do?
I
the
got
sound.
No, that wasn't me, dude. I thought that was you.
Just another red shirt. Oh shit!
There you go. Just another red shirt.
Oh shit!
You look marvelous.
Look, dashing.
There you go.
You can always talk about Mike Zero's last 20 or so videos on KK. Only 3 days worth of posts for. I'm not gonna call him a nut job because hashtag Mike Zero was right at least one time, and that's more than JJ Abrams has been. So I'll give him that.
When you contradict yourself that much, I mean, hell, you got to be right sometime.
Well, hey, don't you know prestigious institutions like We Got This Covered use Mike Zero as a source? So I think you should take that back.
Oh God, we got this covered.
I apologize profusely. I did not mean it.
Shit.
Yeah, Small Time says the MLB does love making bad decisions in general.
Yeah, they do.
They've really destroyed their sport even before wokeness had anything to do with it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that they make a lot of bad decisions. Shout out to Mike Zero and Culture Casinos. Can I make it? It's Mike Zero, little Mike Zero for that ass. Hell, Mike Zero. Mike Zero was right though. He was.
I
right.
still don't know who
forgot
that
what it
is.
You're missing nothing. Nothing of value is being lost. He's just a guy who was on YouTube in a different era and just stuck around. And there we go. So yeah. But as far as
there's something to be said for persistence, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
But what do you guys? What does everyone think about this whole? Not to get super political on Matt's channel, and so hopefully he doesn't yeet us or get mad. But what do you guys think about everyone reacted to this Georgia thing? And honestly, I don't really know much about it. I haven't really been keeping up with it. Culture?
Absolutely unshocking.
Yeah,
they're reacting. They're reacting to misinformation.
Yes, exactly right. Yeah, because the laws in other states are actually much more strong, including the state of New York. There are other states that have stronger laws when it comes to voting. And all they're requiring is ID. Understand, they want you to carry around a lot of different forms of ID. When you interview someone on the street and you say, hey, do you have an ID? Most people can produce said ID. So I'm not sure that this is a problem for, I don't know, humans on this planet. It's incredibly frustrating. If you ask someone a question, do you know where the DMV is? If they don't, they can look at their phone and show you. Can you show me how to get to the DMV? And I guarantee you they can show you because they have a phone. So
unless you're in Michigan, because we have a Secretary of State there, you don't have a DMV. And certain states don't have that. I don't know. I'm just messing with you, but go ahead.
Was it worth it?
Yeah, it was. It's very much worth it. But no, all seriousness, yeah, most people do have access to an ID or know how to get one. There's a video. Who did the video? Like, it's from a few years ago of is a comedian. He's based in New York. He does these type of videos. So he asked a bunch of like liberal Caucasian people about voting ID and where the DMV is, and then he asked a bunch of people in Harlem, a bunch of brothers and sisters, and of course they all had IDs, and they were looking at him like, oh, did you need to get to the DMV, and trying to give him directions and stuff. So it was just about how young Caucasian liberals tend to infantilize all the groups they claim to champion.
Yeah, isn't that just disgusting? It makes me crazy because I mean they're essentially setting other people at a lower bar, a lower level, and it just disgusts me because I'm like, well, dude, but you and I grew up in a world where like this shit didn't matter. It hasn't mattered forever. I mean, it took a long time to get here, and yeah, there's some freaking knuckleheads out there that still have this whack, opinion of other humans. But for the most part,
it's getting worse though. They're doing a good job at creating division,
which is garbage, man. It's total garbage. And you know what? Here's the problem: that isn't going to sell that's not going to sell what they're trying to do. That's not. It's not. We're not in a race war. We're not in any. We're not even. I don't even know that. Right now. We're in a class war. We are at odds with the people with power and money. We've been at odds with the people with power and money for a long time. These are things I don't get to say on my channel. Matt, I'm very sorry, but I don't get to say this stuff on my channel, so I'm going to say it on Matt's channel, and I'm sorry. But
I'll mute you if you go too far. I'm just
okay. All right. But that's where we are. We are engaged with incredibly wealthy humans, with incredibly wealthy entities, and like some form of it. A lot of people are thinking it's incredibly insidious, and they're not wrong. But we have these overriding ideas that are trying to reshape the world. Because they think they know better than you and I, and we lost 24/7.
Yeah, Fusion left. Hopefully, comes back.
Hopefully. Well, you do know that the state of Georgia does offer a free ID card.
Mm-hmm.
It can be issued at any county registrar's office, free of charge.
Yep. Not only that, you can get in almost every state a voter ID card. Did you know that? Which means that you provide them with the information, they'll give you a little laminated piece of card paper, with a little plastic on it, that'll say, "I can vote."
Yeah, Mike Beat says Georgia is trying to completely screw itself up for decades by doing the same thing as the Disney virtue signaling, and 24/7 just showed it back up. Cool, acting like they're doing the right thing, and then Toxic Man Flu. Go ahead.
I was just going to say there are several hundred bills right now in state legislatures that are doing exactly the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not kidding. So we are looking at countrywide decision-making process that will require people to at least prove where they came from. Not only that, they're not going to send blanket ballots, which is what happened in the last election. They're going to say it's going to be one ballot per ID per person. That's it. And you know what? That should have been it no matter what, unless you can prove your ballot was destroyed. You're talking about fundamentally the most important part of being a citizen in the United States is your vote. It's the one time where your decision can, and I know a lot of people don't believe this, but it can affect the outcome of what happens locally at a state level. And also, nationally, it is a unique opportunity, and they are essentially trivializing it by not requiring you to at least prove that you're a citizen of the United States.
Yeah, Toxic Man Flew with the $5 super chat says, if I need a vaccine passport to travel between states, which I hope does not come to pass because I live on the border between states and travel between states all the damn time. It's natural here. You can show your freaking ID to vote. You can show your ID when you freaking vote. Now back to the KK jokes. KK's Bukkake body wash because we got a badge.
Real quick though, like the issue with the passport thing, it's not traveling state to state, but it's when businesses, because they're going to leave it up to private entities when businesses require it for you to enter their store and to make any purchases.
And you don't have to go there anymore. And the businesses that don't require it will get the greatest boost. And
I'm in Texas. I'm not that worried about it.
Yeah, no. And
I'm
the next
in a
thing
purple state, so they do weird woke shit from time to time.
Right, but here's the weird thing. So in Florida, DeSantis has essentially, by executive order, said no passports. So
because he has a spying culture. Yeah, he's one of the few.
There's going to be 26 other states that are going to do the same damn thing.
Oh, really? That's good news.
I know it'll happen. I mean, Texas are going to follow suit. All these states are going to be like, "This is really dumb. We are not going to let you do this to our country." That's what the 10th Amendment is for. It's to say, federally, you do not have the blanket. The blanket ability to enforce laws that states that should be left to the states, and you're going to have a lot of disobedience if they try to enforce this in any other way. And I like I said, I really didn't want to steer into the political side of this, but unfortunately,
sure you didn't.
Doesn't feel like you did.
Tom is here. I don't want to do the politics side of things, but
that's exactly why you sent the story. Go
ahead. Tom wasn't here when I sent the story like an hour and a half ago.
Okay.
All good.
I believe you. I believe you. Anyway. Oh, do you want to? I know you have been tired. I gave you a lot of shit for sleeping. I know you work hard. You got midnight sets for $200K, so I know you're working hard. Did you want to bounce out then, Tom?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna head to bed anyhow. It's getting late for me.
Yeah,
I've been up all damn day streaming. So
yeah, you're up.
I've been streaming for like over 12 hours now. So
good Lord, man.
Yeah.
Hi, Mahler.
Time sleep.
It's been excellent to share the channel with you once again, sir.
Yeah. So real quick,
always fun to hang with you guys and take care, everybody. Have a good night. And
go ahead, promote your small channel, either your 200K Midnight Sedge, your 18K Midnight Sedge After Dark. Promote your small YouTuber. We need you to promote.
Do you look at how handsome this man is? Look at that,
dude. He's shredded.
Check out Mead Radio.
Yeah, radio is awesome. We definitely need to get that monetized. Yeah, let's get that done.
I'm so worried about it being monetized, but hey, if you're just there to listen, that's all that matters.
I love it, man.
Yeah.
All right, kids, radio, have fun. Go talk your politics ball. Have a good night.
See you, Tom.
Hey, take it easy. Good night, Tom.
I love you, man.
Yeah, good night, man.
Radio New Bomb Turk asks, why are you giving CC a hard time? Well, because I think Culture needs a political channel. He has a tendency. He keeps his channel
he'd have the best political channel
safe from politics, and I understand that. But he has a tendency to, when he has the opportunity, he wants to talk about it so bad. He needs his own channel, so he has to have a channel specifically for that, so he can.
Do you realize how much YouTube would get rid of me?
That's true. That's a good point.
Well, that's the risk I take. It. I mean, I'm amazed.
Make it Odyssey exclusive.
Maybe
especially now that they're doing live streams, make them Odyssey exclusive. Culture.
You know what? Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go on Minds. Mine's I'm going to do Mine's exclusives for some stuff. I'll do Odyssey exclusives for. You know what? Let's do that. Let's form a political roundtable for a live Odyssey stream.
I'm in.
I'm in.
That would be amazing. Just another red shirt who nods his head a lot would probably be awesome in there too.
But are they live with streaming yet? I know that
it just came up. Yeah, today, as of today.
Oh wow! I got to figure out how to stream.
Yeah, me too. I was actually, I got distracted trying to look that up, but then I was like, nah, I need to focus on the stream. But yeah, look, live streaming to me is key, right? I mean, that's what changes the game. I'm working on something else. I'm working on, I've been telling people this for a while. I'm working on something else. I'm going to start presenting it around. I just have to get the kinks worked out. I'm with like not necessarily a web page per se, but a feed from a web page. Once that's done, I think I have a path for all of us to not worry so much about losing on YouTube. And I think ultimately being able to present that to a lot of creators. And again, I'm not going to make any money off this. I was like the evil part that the little devil sat on my shoulder one day and said, "You could make money off of this." And then the angel's like, "Don't do that." And I wouldn't do it in the world. That's just not.
I get that, but to a certain extent, if you don't make money off of it, somebody else will.
Good, well. but I'm gonna tell everybody how to do it eventually. Once it's all the kinks are worked out and everything, I can say, okay, it's going to cost you this much money. You're going to have to spend this much money, and it's not going to me. It's not even going to anything I have any part in. And then you're good. And then you are going to be able to do what you do now, unfettered, and present yourself to a larger audience, even than you because of the way the recommendation services work now. You know what I mean? So that's my goal. You have other people on the other side of the equation that are working the other side with like LDG Pickles, right? LDG Pickles. He's doing it with Geeks Enjoy Nerdrotica and stuff like that. But the goal is to circumvent some of this stuff or to work the algorithm. That's kind of the stuff he wants to do. I want to do the opposite side of that. I want to introduce you to a broader audience, a worldwide audience. Okay. Yeah, so it's gonna work out. I mean, I have, like I said, I'm fashioning a dream. As I get ready to wind down and launch my 6th business in my lifetime. This is going to be it. It's going to be, it's going to be, of course, not what I was just talking about, but it's going to be a production studio that's going to make some films and eventually television stuff. That's my goal. So, but I didn't mean to do that here on the channel. I wasn't announcing that now, but it just that's what it turned into. Anyway, so yeah, you're right. I should probably do live streams or something on Odyssey or Minds. I think we should do a political roundtable. I think it'd be a lot of fun.
I'm in, dude. I'm in. I'm in for that. So that's a given.
Because Times, I am in. Right. Time says we're treating Matt's channel like a disposable hooker, and I don't want to do that.
Oh shit! I really do. You're right. I'm not doing that anymore. I'll stop.
Yeah. And that's why some of the.
By the way, just real quick, aren't all hookers disposable? Isn't that like the benefit of?
That is, unless you're an NFL quarterback, and then they come to you in lawsuits.
Ooh, don't they? And by the dozens.
By the dozens. Somebody needs to step their NDA game up. Apparently. That's neither here nor there. We're trying not to get Matt's channel any more yeeted than we already have.
Hey, Bad, you in Houston?
I'm not in Houston. I want to be though.
No, yeah, Mad Mardigan.
Mad.
What's up?
So you in Houston?
Oh no, I'm saying Tone.
Okay, all right.
Still Texas.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Born in Houston. Someone subbed my page, so I'm at.
There is
2 people subbed my page a few minutes ago. Whoever it was, thank you. So I already passed 316. So Austin 316, man. So
I still thump that Third Coast shit too. By the way.
Oh shit.
Well, Nick Weiser 316 says, I don't know. I'm not as smart as man.
That was a great reference. Very well done. Very well done.
Well, yeah, it started off as that was the whole point. It was to go back to 90s Stone Cold was going against Jake the Snake, and Jake the Snake had a religious gimmick, and he said, "Yeah, you're John 3:16." Well, Austin 3:16 says, "I just whooped your ass," and then it became a shirt and a phenomenon. And they, even though it's sort of blasphemous,
it became a phenomenon.
Yeah,
you don't remember that line?
Wait,
you
what?
said what?
I didn't hear you.
What? When Stone Cold say what?
Oh, what?
That was that ruined wrestling in such a because nobody could do any promos because every time somebody would talk, it's always just what
crowd.
I love that. I don't care.
Actually,
I had a what shirt.
honestly, it kind of was fun to see these inexperienced, very shy. It was actually terrible and brutal, but like you would have these people who cannot cut promos and they're scared, and there's their first promo, and it's what, and it's total brutality. The crowd just not having it at all. Real quick, Mike Beat says he wants to help promote you all on Minds and rather use that interface. I do like Minds, even though I'm starting to see, and I actually covered a little bit on the channel yesterday. I'm starting to see some genuine racism stuff pop up on Minds.
That it exists,
and it's like, really, yeah.
Yeah, well, you can knock that down by reporting it, and that's the nice thing. They have a very effective tools for eliminating that stuff.
Well, their libertarian sub Minds still has something from a couple weeks ago. I didn't, and then I got the free speech thing where I'm like, I don't know if I want to report it, so maybe.
Dude, you and I know there's no place for that stuff in the world. That's not the world we grew up in. This is the shit we're talking about. I fucking hate it.
Yeah,
hate it.
Yeah.
Down in the old Texas town of El Paso, I fell in love with a Mexican girl.
That's problematic. It's what the hell is it? There's a problematic thing. Yeah, it is. If you're
roses
a colonizer, it's because of fetishism. It's fetishism.
Music would play and Felina would whirl.
Oh shit!
Cheaper does by the dozen 3 to Deshaun Watson story. Just keep it that. We're not talking specifics of anything Watson's alleged to do, and I don't know what happened. I wasn't there.
I
so
don't either.
I
mean, I was there, but I'm
hell, Giovanna Dotlik. I'm more Eastern European. I can't really get the name.
Giovanna
I apologize. Dotlik. Okay, so we got Cincha Dildo and Giovanna Dotlik repping for the Eastern Europe. I was working until midnight and fell asleep midway through Friday Night Tights. Have a lot of catching up to do.
Oh man, FNT was off the hook tonight, man. Oh, it was really good. Lots of solid content tonight. I really enjoyed it.
Is that like
Thank you. I take all the credit for it. So.
What I caught of it was great before I saw the Godzilla. I was just like, oh shit, hell yeah. It was on my car ride for the first, 2 hours? Yeah, 2 hours. It was absolutely killer. Yeah, I second that notion.
I drove, they got me through 3.5 hours of driving because I was finishing up my rounds, so to speak, for work. So yeah, it was a good time.
Painting those walls, huh?
What now?
Painting those walls.
I don't paint.
Here's Nick Weiser's Minds account, and then I'm tossing my own, and I guess anyone else has a Minds. Just toss it in. There you go.
Wait, are you Foul Ball Productions or is Matt Foul Ball Productions?
Well, Matt is Foul Ball Productions, but I have his I have the power of his StreamYard right now. So when I post things, it shows Foul Ball. But I can still post as me. That's why I was able to send a super chat just with the other screen.
Hey, Mad. When you were rolling around around in that ditch trying to put the fire out, how was that? Did you enjoy that?
It was hot.
Yeah, hot.
Always got to go after the burns.
I know. I just got to find the video for it because I'm going to put it to some Benny Hill music.
No fucking video.
Slapper Times asks Eric Cage, your avatar, guinea pig wearing glasses and fedora. That's a dog, right? Or is it not?
It's a dog.
I thought you said it's a dong.
No,
it's not a dog.
No. It's not.
Slobber Times. I think isn't that Robert's? That's got to be Robert.
That's Robert. Yes, that's Robert.
I'm like, Robert. That's his avatar. I'm like, holy hell. Oh, don't do that to my buddy Clobberin. I love Clobberin.
Yeah,
yeah, that's my boy. Yeah.
No, Clobber's the best time. International Geek Gang, like I've been doing that with him for about a month now on Thursday afternoons, especially the last two where we did a whole Green Lantern talk, bro. All the knowledge in the world on Green Lantern. I mean, you name it, from Logo to Abin Sur to, of course, your John Stewarts and Hal Jordans of the world. Like, and it was not just like, media stuff, but comic lore too. It was just amazing stuff. And then having RMB on for part two. Yeah. Oh my God. That was a hell of a panel having on part two, because he comes from a whole other side of it, especially between him and Lord Thoth. Lord Thoth, apparently he says he has every Green Lantern comic ever, which I totally believe, by the way. When you hear that man speak Green Lantern, it shows.
I can't believe Ryan Reynolds couldn't get a sequel, man. He was a good Green Lantern.
I always feel like he's more of a Guy Gardner. He's more of a Guy Gardner than a Hal Jordan.
What it was, he was, Hal Jordan is just not that joke. He's
an Evil Knievel type of guy. Smart ass.
Exactly. That was the thing that killed it. When anybody that knows Hal Jordan knows he's straight up, he's stoic, he doesn't crack too many jokes. And Ryan Reynolds was the complete opposite. It didn't, it gel. It was like watching Deadpool in a fucking Green Lantern outfit.
Yeah,
man.
on board.
Disease said the same thing. He's more of a Guy Gardner. The thing is, he totally would have nailed the role if he was called Guy Gardner. I felt like that his personality suited that character more. Like Hal, once again, he's chaotic. He lives life on the edge. He's the type of guy who goes into kind of like the guy who goes in the office where he gets the job done, but the boss is like, "Oh, it's you again." But in his head, he knows that he's the guy that's getting the job done. He just happens to drive him crazy. Yeah. That's Hal in a nutshell.
So I'll give him props for using a cloud for Parallax.
God, that
was a great decision. That was a good decision, I thought.
Story did suck.
Galactus was another good cloud.
They ruined so much in that film, and it wasn't Ryan Reynolds' fault. And I think he's a great Deadpool. Hal, you're right. I mean, maybe he's not a perfect Hal Jordan, but the thing that took me out of that film wasn't any of that. It was the freaking bullshit CGI.
Oh, dude, it's even worse now. Culture, I watched it for the first time since I saw it theatrically in 2011, and it was bad then. But man, it looks like the Lantern suits are like leopard print, but with Green Lantern suits instead. It looks like they are painted on their bodies. It's
why did they do that?
Because it's awesome.
Deadpool is perfect for him. Wade Wilson is perfect for him. That is perfect for him.
Shoots him down to the ground, says Islington Girl.
Yeah, no, she's 100% right. And so, like, his performance, okay, so some people didn't like some of those X-Men films early on, right?
Mm-hmm. I actually do like the first few.
I still liked them, right? And then they effed it up. And then they repeated to F it up. And now we're getting Disney, which means it's going to get effed up for a third time. And and because they're not going to be X-Men anymore. They're going to be what?
The mutants.
X-them.
X-them. Or
people.
I believe it's X-them.
Like they are officially
the Latinx men.
We do not have. They are the mutants.
I kind of saw it comment back in 2019.
They're going to lose 40 to 50% of their audience.
They're willing to take that chance.
It was way more than that.
By the way, I read somewhere. I read somewhere that we're still getting Channing Tatum as Gambit, which I'm actually legit on board for. No, I really am.
Actually,
and Spider-Man doesn't stick to walls. Mm-hmm.
No.
That Channing Tatum Gambit thing is about 10 years old, isn't it?
Yeah, and it went away, but apparently, like I read somewhere, I think yesterday, that he may actually still be able to play Gambit, which I'm on board. Like Channing Tatum, I thought he did great in Foxcatcher. It's a boring fucking movie, but his acting was great. And he did a little Cajun thing, and Hateful Eight gets to show off his Gambit skills, And I'm like, okay, I'm on board. I'm on board for him. Like I see it.
Is Gambit going to dance on a stripper pole?
I was just going to say, Shannon Tatum's still in pretty good shape, because I know Islington Girl, she says I'm SWO. I'm not sure if that has anything with Shannon Tatum, but I mean, I think he will bring the ladies to the yard if he is Gambit. So that will
we just need, if you really want to bring the girls to the yard, just do a Superman movie where Henry Cavill actually acts like Superman.
Ooh.
Done.
Oh, God, yeah.
Done.
No. 24/7. You were saying something, brother. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, like, if he comes with that Magic Mike build, I think he'll be. All they got to do is put him in the real Gambit outfit, and I think he'll be good to go, man.
Well, and think about it. He was in Golden Circle, right? Which I love all those films, right? Even as silly as they are, I like that kind of spy film. That's why that's our new Bond, because Bond has got totally shat on, and the next Bond film is going to turn off everybody who's ever loved the character.
I can't wait to not see it.
I'm so upset. You realize I've seen. I don't even want to talk about it. Look, so in the chat, I posted to VW and everybody that's there. Yeah, that is the fan film that was done for Gambit and Rogue.
Yeah, actually,
I'm not
gonna.
Ridiculous.
I turned it off like 7 minutes in, dude.
Shut up, man.
I did, man. Like I give.
No, mostly shut up.
Oops, didn't mean to get rid of all of us. There we go. This is just a screenshot. I don't want to play it because I don't want to get in trouble. But yeah, I saw parts of this. This is okay.
I don't. He hashtag not my Gambit.
Shut up.
Fans like it, and that's all that matters. And it got 5 million views, and this is of just last year. We've talked about how the fan films are a lot better than what we get from Hollywood. I would at least consider this that, even though I know that's not even a high bar anymore. Because it used to be something came out of Hollywood, it was the definitive thing. Do you remember when you were happy for a property to get a movie when you were younger? Like, oh, they're making a movie about this.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I mentioned this earlier because people.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Well, there was people that they were watching the 1992 Fantastic Four, and when I was a kid, like I saw the trailer for that come out. And for the whole summer, dude, every week I was at my movie store, like, excuse me, has Fantastic Four came out yet? No, get out of here, kid. Okay. All summer long, dude, and it never came out, and it broke my heart.
And look, I mean, some of these films, they stick with you, but that film is really good. The Bat in the Sun film, Dying is Easy. That thing is freaking awesome. I mean, and this is the thing. Maybe they don't have the world's best, they're not refined, right? They're not Hollywood refined, but they're better entertainment than what we're getting anywhere else right now. I mean, the fact that a monster film with really shitty human acting, Godzilla versus Kong, is king right now should tell you something, right? If you're a movie studio, you're going, we don't have to say dumb shit, and people are going to show up and spend a bunch of money on our film. China's going to give us $70 million in the first weekend. Are you kidding me? If you're an investor, you need to be paying attention. And if you're not, then you're part of the problem. You're complicit in the complete destruction of an entire country and possibly others.
Yeah.
That's how ridiculous this is.
Maybe the whole human condition. Just more people in the chat as far as the Minds. Please follow us all on Minds, because we do want to build. If we talk about alternative platforms, there's no way they can happen unless people actually use them. So,
by the way, in the private chat, I posted a better fan made Gambit.
Yeah, because it's a little shorter. I think we'll be okay to play.
Yeah, I've played it on mine before.
Okay, so yeah, it's a bit of a shorter thing. Maybe
it's a fan film. It can't be copy. It doesn't matter. Go ahead.
Well, neither could Street Smarts, but that didn't stop that. So I mean, like we are not in the normal world.
No, I know. So mad.
Welcome to Bizarre Land. So let's go ahead and give this a whirl.
One man, one machine.
So, Gambit, you throw stuff.
Yeah, I tap into the energy of an object.
How is this better, Dick?
And then you throw it.
Yeah, I throw it.
Yes. I'm just going to keep it then as throws stuff, which is what I had. Gambit, my question then is, What happens if you run out of stuff?
But there's always stuff to throw.
There's always stuff.
Yeah.
Nailing the accent.
I got my playing card.
Right, you. Great to have you on the team.
That was tough because this is a new deck and they're all
A little slick.
So
Yeah.
it's good to work them in and they'll throw them a bunch.
Yeah.
What is
I
his
understand.
name?
What if you run out of cards?
But Professor, it doesn't have to be the playing card. It can be any type of.
Oh, you could throw a business card.
Yeah.
You could do maybe an Uno.
Yeah, Uno's easy.
Could you throw a Magic the Gathering card?
It's quite fitting.
Baseball.
Sure, any sport.
What about a greeting card?
Yeah, it's a little thick, but I can.
No, you could. Cool.
Yeah.
No. No. Without cards, you're garbage.
I can throw other things, like in my pocket, I have some change, because I had a gyro. Earlier, I had a lunch.
Oh, so if we were attacked by sentinels at lunch, perhaps you could have thrown the gyro.
Yeah, you can throw a gyro, but it's tough because the meat's floppy.
Scatters the meat.
I'm sorry, you're still messing with me on you.
Indubitably. Are you hearing as we're speaking how incredibly lame you are? So you're fired.
No.
Yes, I am firing you because without stuff, you are worthless. What if we're attacked and we're not inside of a 99-cent store? Or in the paper plate aisle of a Target? Or perhaps at some knick-knack flea market in New Hampshire? What then?
I got the backup, because I got the staff. You remember me with the staff?
Oh, I didn't look in the file. You have a staff. You train underneath a waterfall with the staff. Da-da-da-da.
I'm training all the stuff.
Great. If the X-Men ever have a parade, we'll put you right at the top. When you hold that staff, you look like the world's biggest Blade fan. Do you understand? You look like you brought it to lean on as you wait in line overnight for the new Twilight. Book, not movie. What are those gloves? Go fingerless or go fingered. Those are the choices. None of this Cats is coming back to Broadway bullshit. Here's some fingerless for you. Suck on it.
Okay. I'm on it.
It's not goodbye, Gambies. If we're ever attacked while we're all playing inside of a ball pit, I will call you. Now, would you throw yourself out? I could melt you with my mind.
Total.
Nailed it. Nailed it.
Yeah,
Did you hear the accent?
You're such bullshit. I'm so angry with you right now.
By the way, they have a lot more of those.
Because one just autoplay with Wolverine.
Oh shit!
Yeah, the Wolverine one's good too.
Yeah. You want me on your show tomorrow, right?
Well, yeah, you're the press play guy.
Okay, it looks like a couple of guys have to bounce out, and we'll probably only go a little bit longer after that. But real quick, first,
best gambit ever.
Flavor Flav has to get out of here. Hell. Please plug your stuff. You're at 3-something. You're over 316.
I passed 316 today. No, I was trying to write out the number to make it special for 316, but I just gained some subs. So thank you. Hit 317. Gained some subs on mines. Thank you. I've got some cool videos I've done. I also had a really killer podcast with a dude named Joe from the metal website Defenders of the Faith. Absolutely amazing stream we did with him last night. Check that out. You want to get some education on metal? It's the podcast to listen to. Also, I did a KFC video this week, and I got a pizza one coming on the way soon. So, yeah, check it out. I'm sure you'll like something there, whether it's the metals or the pizza. Thank you. And thanks to the chat. You guys have all been killer, and this panel. And VW, thanks for the invite as always. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I think Matt may have sent that invite, but in any event, I appreciate you.
Either way, I'm thankful. I don't care.
I didn't send you that invite, but yeah.
I appreciate that everyone showed up, man. I didn't know what the hell's going to happen with me hosting this show, so I appreciate it. So I know you got to go, and thank you for being here. And so does the king of all wrenches, Eric K. I know you really don't have a channel, but you do. Still promote whatever you want to promote.
I'll promote Vigilante Williamson. He's a great channel. I'm a wrench there. I work very, very hard on his channel, and it's a chore, but I do it gladly. So
you only have 4 subs. That doesn't. I know, that's insane to me. We got to get you to like
that. That's because I never even promote my. Nobody can find me. I don't even promote my own stuff. So I don't do anything on mine except come here and a couple other places. So Why would I promote myself? So,
Still, I mean, there's people who've had like hundreds of subs with no videos, so it's like Eric K doesn't have subs.
Of all, yeah, right. Of all the people, yeah.
So sub to Eric K.
That's that is you're criminally undersubbed for having a dog with glasses.
a dog with glasses. Thank you very much. I never knew I looked like a dog with glasses.
Somebody said that. I apologize.
Said in the chat. I wasn't me. I was just being
referring to a guinea pig.
Somebody said guinea pig, and I could have swore somebody.
That's right. It was Robert. I know who it was. I remember things too, as you all know. I remember everybody in chat.
I know you do. That's why you are one of the most valuable mods out there, my friend.
Who said it was a guinea pig? Has that person ever seen
that was
a guinea pig?
Robert is slobbering times, and he
I was going like, did Eric change his icon? No, it's the same that it's always been.
I know,
so...
but I've heard people say, "Oh, it's a dog with glasses." And then this guinea pig thing's new, and I'm like, "What the hell?" So anyway, I blame 32 Flava Flavs.
All right. 24/7 is back. The CIA's been fighting 24/7 all night.
I know, dude.
Keep on fighting it. All right. Good night, guys.
Yeah,
take care, Nick. See you on the next time.
Yeah, see you, straight hair guy.
Okay, well,
And
maybe I'll promote my channel one of these days, and I'll actually do something.
You should. You should. You are key to our community, my friend.
Yeah, but I'm too busy wrenching everywhere. Everywhere I go, they throw a wrench on me. So how can I produce any content when I'm always wrenching?
Well, you don't actually have to wrench for my channel. It's a wrench and name only job. I made you a wrench just so I can say I have the same wrench as Nerdrotic, but not for you to actually do anything. You just have to just sit there, class out the joint, sub to Eric K. He has 4 subs, which is insane.
I can't help but wrench away. So
I see from this stream you're compulsive. It's like your OCD wrench, and you just can't help it. So he has 4 subs. Let's get him to 20 subs. There's 17 of you. I know you're not sub to Eric K. Sub to Eric K. Let's get him to 20 just for the love. Somebody else sub. He's at 5. We can get Eric K to 20 subs.
Well, people always ask me on Gary's chat, not everywhere else. It seems like they ask me, "Hey, do you have a channel?" And I'm like, "No, I don't." But all right, thanks everybody, and take care. Have a good night, and I will probably see you someplace very soon.
Cool.
So, all right. Later all.
Thank
Good
you
night.
for the wrenching, sir, and thank you for hanging out.
Have a good evening, Eric K.
Well, I was just kind of beat tonight. It's been a long, long day. I had a long morning, and then Gary went nice and long tonight, so I didn't eat dinner till 9 o'clock or something like that. Well, all right.
All right, man.
Thanks, Eric, man.
Hey, later all. Take care.
And shout out to Mike DiCario who just subbed, and that 70s rock fan who just subbed. And Mike B is right. Everywhere he goes, people always know Eric K is that great wrench. He is the wrench. And Slobbering Times won't wrench you, Eric K.
Good night, my peeps. Well, it's time to.
Oh, MFer.
Got him at 12.
Step it out.
And go ahead, Draco. Go ahead and sing.
Jesus, he's almost caught up to my new channel. I'm like at 20.
Oh no! Yeah. We got to keep people sub to Mad. We need you guys to sub. We are begging you to sub to different channels because we definitely need people to sub to Mad. Because what's happening with his channel is complete and utter bullshit.
Hot trash. Hot garbage.
And
yeah, we're gonna be back tomorrow with another episode of Street Smarts.
Yeah.
Rebooted.
Yeah.
Wait until you see what I have in store for you, Casino. Like, we're gonna watch something that's gonna just drive you insane. Like, I don't even want to tell you. Like, I want to tell you things that I know about it, but I don't want to. Was it directed by a guy that does a lot of gay porn? Yes. Was it filmed at a place where they filmed multiple porns? Yes. But is it rated PG? Yes.
Awesome. This sounds interesting.
Did Did you make a trailer?
No, I haven't had a chance to make it. I got a new monitor though.
Yeah, that's the same thing as a trailer.
No, I was just saying.
We got you at 21. Let's see if we can push that a little bit further.
That's fine, dude. Like I'll eventually I'll get up, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
I'll be able to watch all this content. I am not Gary.
Dude, do you ever feel like you can't catch up? Because now I know I'm over 350 channels that I follow.
I know. I don't know how many channels. I know I'm in the hundreds.
Only
and
got
I don't,
like 113 or something.
Yeah, and I make it a point to make it to everybody that I am sub to's channel at least twice a month. So do you have any idea how much stuff I watch? It's insane.
See, I don't make that type of commitment.
I can only
tap out.
imagine, and my imagination is considerable, so I can see that.
It
but
is-
it doesn't leave you a whole lot of time to do everything else.
No, so here's the cool thing. So like I'm editing a video, I got somebody on. Sometimes, believe it or not, I sometimes have two things on at once. Like I'll have a live stream and something else on. I'll be editing in this window, and it's amazing. And you know what? It helps inform my opinion. I don't think you guys realize that listening to other people is the key to finding out what you really think. It's what you really believe, and maybe you guys realize that. A lot of people probably.
Yeah.
But it's just it's like, oh yeah, you solidified that, or oh, I see what you're going there, and that's changed how I feel about this. It's an amazing thing. That's why, like I said, I value thoughtful creators. That's I think why we're all drawn to specific ones like Gary and Doomcock and the G&G folks and everything else. I mean, and then what's really interesting, and I'm going to do something I never do, which is I'm going to promote Justin Proper. Justin Proper is a talent scout. He's a talent scout for YouTube. The dude like essentially picks out people and he like puts them on his thing, right? And then those people blow up. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen, but yeah, it's a unique skill I think that he has, and so I honestly feel like if that dude like finds you, you know, you're going to be in good shape. And then there's other people that do that too, but he bird dogs the heck out of people. Why are you doing that, VW? Has he not bird dogged you yet?
Why am I doing what?
Have you not had your Justin Proper love yet?
I've never been. I've streamed with him a couple times, and actually, I hope he doesn't remember. It was one of my early streams. I yelled at him like uncontrollably. He really did not deserve it. Yeah,
that's what you're supposed to do. That's just
I like scream. And this is like maybe you guys knew me for a week or two, and I was on one of Wes's streams. Like really,
all I know
really
of Vigilante's publication came from connections to Gary.
Yeah, that's when because I started my channel 4 months before any of you guys knew me, because it was a politics and pop culture, and then I got on one of the member stream, and then that's when I started to do more live streams, and that's when I started to do like, because I did like a few live streams on my own, but for the most part it was just videos. And then one of my first live streams, I was on whatever Wednesday, and I misheard something Justin Proper said and yelled at him. And I feel bad about it. I think he's forgotten though, unless he's watching this and then he's like, "Oh, I do remember that."
I'll ask him.
Yeah. So I feel bad about that. Again, I apologize. He didn't deserve it.
He doesn't care. This is the thing.
I care.
No, you're fine. No, dude, it's just, and that, believe me, he probably had a lot of respect for you. I have to tell you, he is quite the talent scout, though. And, of course, Gary's the king of recognizing talent. So you've been recognized, my friend.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm good with me. Like you guys, you know what? I'm going to say it here since people know it. I am not looking to get to 1,000 subs too fast, because I don't want to be a channel that has 1,000 subs but really has 500. I am very fine with where I'm at, because I've already outperformed whatever I thought it would do. So this is already we're already in I already have house money, so I don't really need. I'm cool with a slow growth and kind of making sure, because really personally I don't want to feel like a bloodsucker even if I'm not, and I really want to answer the question, why do you want to watch a Vigilante Williamson video? And I don't have an answer to that question yet. I mean, I understand why you might want to watch a live stream, but I really need to answer why you want to watch a video. So I have that to work on before I'm like, oh, please sub to me. I mean, I do beg for subs because I'm me, but like I'm not I'm cool where I'm at.
Look, the whole reason I want, you know, our stuff to grow, our channel, is because like people are being denied the greatness that is found there, and more people should be aware of it. But like, as like, what did I have, like 220 subscribers? But every Street Smarts we're hitting over 100 views. You know, over 100 views every time. So
it's
we got ride or die.
That's exactly what you want.
Yeah,
you want fans that care.
Yeah, that show is off the hook, man. I love Street Smarts. I cannot wait for tomorrow. So, and I don't care if there's 10 people there. That's the weirdest feeling in the world, but it's fun. It's like being on Street Smarts. It's like being on it's like being on a Mary stream, right? When you're doing shenanigans, right?
Yeah.
There's something that you just makes you feel good, and the people that are there, they feel good, and it's awesome. It's awesome.
It's a blast. And we've had celebrities on there. Tom's been on there a couple times. Mandy Summers has been on there twice. Yeah, we had the legend, the myth of F. Clint DeSisco on a couple weeks ago. Yeah, so
like a legit like director, you know, and he recognized in Hollywood, has an IMDb page and everything.
Well, to be fair, Matt has an IMDb page, but I don't think it worked, if I remember correctly. But
this guy worked with Dana Carvey, though.
Pretty cool.
Oh, Disease, man. Thank you.
Disease
Thank you so much.
His eyes are getting heavy. Disease is awesome. And I know, you know, Slobbering Times put its closing time. It may be getting close. We're going 3 hours.
Closing time.
It is 2:19 here on the East Coast. So
is anyone else streaming like halfway through a Red Bull?
You're halfway through a Red Bull.
It's gonna be last call soon.
Yeah, so how about last call? We'll talk a little bit, maybe another 10 minutes or so, and then we'll start to wrap up. This kind of last call for alcohol in the cocktail lounge.
Hey, so like, did everybody see Godzilla versus Kong or whatever?
I did.
Getting through it.
Yes.
Too many humans.
Really? Yes, I agree.
Oh, we could have cut out the kids like entirely.
And lame. The Three Stooges. Larry
I hate them so much. I hate them so much.
I love the New Zealand kid. Like I really like him a lot. Like he was in a Taka Waikiki movie called Search for Their Wilders, something like that, and it's fantastic. And you know, he was in Deadpool 2 as well. But like I could not care less about him or Stranger Things or, you know,
man, Stranger Things. Her and the damn doctor who was able to tell people to do depth charges. She was this doctor is leading this fucking attack on Godzilla.
Oh, I forgot about it. I forgot. I'll be honest. I forgot she even existed. I like the little girl though. Like
communicated with.
She was the only
Kong
sympathetic.
Was the only one I cared about.
Yeah,
me too.
She was the only sympathetic human character I've seen in the movie so far.
But
she is the only character in the movie worth a damn.
So I rewatched I rewatched pretty much all of them. Like, but the morning before I watched Kong versus Godzilla, whatever it's called, I watched the first Godzilla. Which holy shit, dude! Like I really enjoyed it. I forgot how in the humans. I really enjoyed the humans in that one. I was surprised too. But the second one, holy shit! I just fast forward through every time I saw like, you know, dum-dums on there, humans. Like I'm like fast forward. I do not care about you people whatsoever. This shit's dumb.
My take, I think, is going to be that Godzilla versus Kong is ripping off a whole lot of other movies, and the first two movies I'm going to mention they're ripping off King Kong 1933 and the first Godzilla movie.
Nope, didn't see it. So it doesn't bother me a bit. They can rip off whatever. I caught the Lethal Weapon thing. I'm like, oh shit, it's like Riggs.
Yeah. That's
that was cool. Like I'm telling you, I found it fun, dude. Like I thought it was a fun movie.
Oh, it's a fun movie. It's very fun, and it is enjoyable.
I'm beating. It's like beating my head against the wall to watch.
Well, look, after suffering through 4 hours of just, I'm so gloomy and dark. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like like 2 hours of slow motion, like
Flash
the
waving
Snyder
his
cut.
arms flailing.
Oh yeah,
I didn't watch that.
I was all on board for this cuckoo bananas fucking Godzilla versus Kong movie. I was like on board. Swing that axe.
There are some cool scenes. I don't want to spoil too much, but there are just some cool visual scenes in this movie that make up for how bad the humans are. The humans piss me off. That's my biggest takeaway. I hated on every character except the deaf girl.
And the science made no sense. Didn't care.
God.
Whatever. Don't care. Let's keep going.
Yeah,
that's how gravity works.
They
Let's
like
keep going.
science. You know that they like science in this in the same way that Discovery does. Star Trek Discovery.
Man, I really wish they didn't do any science. Like, I like the sci-fi stuff, but don't explain it because you don't know what you're talking about. Please.
I mean,
like, just do it like Tenet did.
One of my hot takes, my takeaways from this is all the built stuff and all of the possibilities, because this is all a bunch of mystery box stuff. But the constructed stuff at the middle of the world, the massive structures created by Apex and all these other things, and it's just like, I don't believe any of this, but okay, just try to tell me your story, because all this is bullshit.
Yeah, just keep all these flashing colors and I'm on board.
But I
dude.
did as
power of math.
I loved this. I loved the fights and the back and forth between the monsters, and even the characterization of Kong.
Oh
was
yeah,
the real characterization of that. Yeah.
You know that you bring me to another knock I have. It's called Godzilla versus Kong, but this is a Kong featuring Godzilla.
Yeah, I'm on board for that.
And as a Godzilla fan, I'm more of a Godzilla fan than a King Kong fan. I am slightly disappointed by how Godzilla was portrayed. I'm gonna be honest.
Well, good Lord, man! Like, how many? There's not, like, between the other movies, like, there's not that many cities left for him to destroy. You know what I mean? It's not like he has that big of a story. You know, at least Kong is like, I miss home. You know what I mean? Like, what do you get from Kong? Like, blue flame, red flame. Like,
that's all I want. This isn't supposed to. That's all I wanted.
Yeah, but you can't fill 2 hours with that shit.
Yeah, you can. They really should have tried.
There's no cities left for him to destroy. Like, because eventually he's gonna have to get to the countries with the darker skinned people, and then all you're gonna hear is race. Oh, Godzilla's just a racist.
Yeah, I was just gonna say Detroit, but they might say racism.
Oh yeah,
I know. And before it's already destroyed. I already know you were going to say that.
I mean, to be honest,
Godzilla flat.
It may be an
Detroit
improvement.
is remarkably flat already.
Well, yeah, it may be an improvement. Like, you know how like you burn down shit to to make the soul all nice and like and grow back better.
Oh yeah, if Godzilla had gone to Detroit, the headline would be "Atomic Lizard joins Urban Reclamation Program."
Yeah, I was thinking, I was like, Godzilla goes there and he's like, oh man, this is kind of sad. And he starts like building new shit for them. He starts trying to put together a park for the kids. And he just feels really bad for the people that live in this city.
Detroit, I'm from Detroit. That's like Gary owning a comic shop, me saying I'm from Detroit, even though I live in the Carolinas. And you guys are brutal to my home city. I still love my city, even though I don't live there. Is there anything left to destroy in Detroit? Yes.
Detroit. I got to pick on Detroit, Vigilante, because I live in Little Detroit. You know,
where you live?
What's Little Detroit?
Well, I refer to it as Little Detroit. It's probably not that common, but Detroit is referred to as the Motor City. But not to put too fine of a point on it, I live very close and have lived there all my life, where the motors actually came from.
Huh.
I still don't know what
it's an inside
Detroit
joke, but yeah, it's let's just put it this way. There are two sister cities, but the origin of General Motors came out of one, and it's not Saginaw.
Huh.
Okay, Saginaw was nowhere near my top 3 of guesses.
Flint.
Oh, Flint.
Oh, Flint. Shout out to Flint.
Michigan.
I did not know you were in
home
Flint,
of Nasty Water and home of General Motors.
Yeah, and Michael Moore.
Yeah, there you go.
Michael fucking Moore.
Yeah. Lil D, Big G. Yeah. I thought maybe it was either Flint or maybe you said close. I'm like, maybe Toledo. I'm like, I don't know if they did GM. But yeah.
Job of the Moor.
Yeah. So yeah, I that's a huge downer talking about old Detroit.
I still like the image of Godzilla building a park for the kids, though.
In my head,
so much you could do. He comes to he shows up in Michigan, and everything here is just flat, and it's like there's nothing to tear down. I might as well build.
You know what he could do is build the roads. It doesn't matter if you're Detroit. Anywhere in Michigan, the roads are fucked up. They're completely fucked up. It's Beirut. It's just
constantly
dirt road.
being worked on.
And it shows him tiptoeing over the road so he doesn't bust him up anymore.
He's trying to fix them and shit. Yeah, I can imagine. I had like an image of Godzilla with a hard hat and a hammer and like a picture saying, local hero helps Detroit public schools. Like that's it now in my head, burnt in my head now.
Oh,
I really wish I had the Photoshop skills to make that happen.
Oh, me too.
They need to hire you guys.
You know what the story would be, right? Like Kong gets dropped in there for whatever fucking reason. Like maybe they were going to find their dumb shit in the middle of the earth, and the hole to get there is in Detroit or whatever. Kong like accidentally falls on like the playground set, like the jungle gym or whatever, and breaks it, and Godzilla goes ape shit. Well, maybe that was because it's Godzilla.
Lizard shit,
anyway,
maybe.
Yeah, lizard shit, right? Like, no, Kong. I don't. Ooh, that voice was about to get us in trouble. He's like, Kong, I have a normal Detroit accent, and you destroyed my jungle gym. It's fight time. You know what I mean? Because that would make him more of a sympathetic like character. Like Kong already had that, but if you could get both of them to that level, and I think by having Godzilla help rebuild that city would really bring it around, and I think there would be more stakes in the fight. Because like, ooh, who are you going to go for? Homesick
blowing
Kong.
Too many. We are officially blowing too many people out of the water. What people want to see Godzilla do, much less any giant monster or giant robot, is tear shit apart.
Yeah.
Well, no, they're going to, but they're going to build it up first, because then it will mean more. Because like when they destroy all these cities, who gives a shit?
They got to destroy all their own shit.
Yeah,
Their own
like
stuff.
well, it's not just their own stuff. It's stuff that Godzilla put his time and his sweat and really helped build his community, and through no fault of his own.
And goes punch, and there goes a building.
Right. And so now they got to fight. So
just consider this: China loved this film because they destroyed Hong Kong.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
Oh, you didn't? That was ripping down on Hong Kong.
I'm too busy watching monsters fight. I actually escaped into the movie.
I'll be honest, I didn't know they were in Hong Kong.
Oh my god, dude!
Fucking Godzilla shoots. Sorry to spoiler. Even though I think sorry spoiler. Just another red shirt. He fucking shoots an atomic blast to the center of the earth. Like I wasn't paying attention to where they were. I'm like, holy shit!
What the fuck was that?
Awesome. That was so.
That
awesome.
was a bunch of bullshit,
and I loved
That's
it.
why I loved it.
That was so and screamed.
Absurd. That
At
was
any
so
point,
absurd.
At
What are
any
you doing
point,
down there?
Godzilla can tunnel through the entire planet. Therefore, at any point, Godzilla could destroy this world just by aiming his breath as long as possible in any one direction.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So
he's
not all
basically
bad.
a world destroyer.
Yeah.
Like that, I was fine with that because it's like, cool. This is fake. There's no. I mean, obviously it's fake, but they're not trying to be grounded. I've talked about that.
Not at all. Like they're like, we need ships that are like anti-gravity or whatever they called it, and all that crazy shit. I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, man. Take me where you're going.
Sci-fi.
I'm with you.
Like,
Just
let's
get me
be
there.
honest. Godzilla. You talk about the 70s. I think you're talking about the 70s cartoon. Like Godzilla's reference. Godzilla comes from like kind of a wacky, like as far as the appeal, it's kind of absurdist. It's kind of like these people in costumes smashing up buildings. That's what most people remember the original movies.
Casino's tapping.
Yeah, he is tapping. And actually, I wanted to go ahead and tap out for all of us because I'm starting to tap too. We've gone to about 3.5 hours. So
Now
I'm going to start with
our script.
Yeah, I'm going to start with Old Culture Casino and then go around the horn so everybody can promote their stuff. He has Mike Zero, Brady. So Culture Casino, we are wrapping up. We already gave last call. We have to close the bar. Go ahead and promote your channel.
Thank you for checking out Matt's channel, Foul Ball Productions, this evening, where we all got to hang out and talk about future Star Wars content. Thank you for your kind support, and I'm so glad that everybody showed up this evening. I hope you have a great evening, and don't pay any attention to what KK is doing to the entire Star Wars universe. All right, thanks, and bye.
All right. Culture Casino. That's a great promotion. Just Another Red Shirt is muted, so I'll wait on him.
Mike Zero Casino.
Oh no, Just Another Red Shirt just unmuted as I said that. Just Another Red Shirt. You're not Just Another Red Shirt. You're the Red Shirt. Anything to promote?
I don't have anything to promote except the channels that I wrenched for, and Vigilante. Yours is one of them. Cultures is one of them. They're all great. So just if you're not subbed to the people on this stream who have channels with content on them, which I don't, need to do that. That's my plug.
Yeah. One of those channels, which now has, he's going through a lot of shit. Oh man, I didn't even notice the avatar.
Oh yeah.
Until you're close up, you notice it. So Mad Mardigan, please promote both of your channels since YouTube is being shitty.
By the way, this is before COVID, so.
So yeah, we do a show every Tuesday and Saturday at 3 p.m. Central called Street Smarts, which is completely unrelated to any game show that took place in the early 2000s. And we watch after school specials. Sometimes we watch something completely unrelated to after school specials, like what we're going to do tomorrow. And we have a lot of fun. It's a great show. Everyone who finds it loves it. If you want to learn like what these tomatoes and armpits is about, you can find that video on my other channel. I'm slowly uploading episodes of Street Smarts onto our live one. So yeah, we will start Street Smarts at 3 p.m. Central tomorrow, and it's gonna be fun. Casino will be there. My buddy Barber will be there. And we will do what we do, which is usually just nonsense. It is, yep, there you go. Yeah.
He's never been late, has he?
Motherfucker, I'll get my shit out too. Oh, are we waiting on me to get it out? I don't know if you can hear it. Hold on, man. I gotta fix something. Why am I still up here? Like, what's happening? Damn it. No, I gotta fix my settings. Fuck you. Asshole. All right, I got you. Hold on. As soon as I figure out what I'm doing here, where do I go for that? Oh yeah. I gotta write this shit down.
Well, since I'm on the screen, I guess I should
I'm muted.
Start discussing.
Suck a motherfucking dick. Suck a dick. Suck a huge or small.
Okay, so Matt is trying to get
listen to that.
Matt's channel yeeted, but Draco's up on the screen as we fall apart toward the end of the show. We're because I was muted, didn't realize it because I'm drunk and tired.
No worries. It's all good up in here on Matt's channel of all things. I don't even think Matt realizes what he unleashed on his channel, but
his idea.
I am Mythier, also known as Draco Argentus, and I hang out with people like Matt on his Foul Ball Productions, amongst others, such as Jake D and other channels around here. I have been known to make things, but I haven't really been making much since Expanse Crash and Burn, but I do have a channel. You can sub to me at Draco Argentus on YouTube and Mythier on Mines and other things. But I get such excellent time to do this because if you're not already subbed to Matt, please sub to Foul Ball Productions. Please sub to Jake D. Please sub to Eric K., who needs as many as possible because we want things like a race between him and Fenrir, the White Wolf, who want to be who wants to be the person with the most subs before he actually produces content on this channel, please sub to Culture Casino. Please sub to Midnight's Edge. Please sub to Mad Mardigan on both of his channels. Yes, I'm almost there. I'm trying to work my way around. Please sub to Nick Weiser, Nick 32 Flavors, Flava Flav. Please sub to Vigilante Williamson, who hosted this channel tonight, and all the lovely panel people that I hang out with. Thank you guys for having me around.
Yeah. And Slobbering Times, actually, he's a. Did you miscolor Fenrir? He's the Ice Wolf, not the White Wolf. Slobbering Times
I probably did.
Oh, well. And last but certainly not least, even though the CIA was after him the whole night, the one and only, your boy, 24/7 Fusion Media. Please promote your channel. That's hilariously undersubbed.
I appreciate that, man. Yeah, name of my channel is 24/7 Fusion Media. You know, I'm just thankful to be here. I cover pop culture, different things relating to comic books, movies, TV shows, cartoons, you name it. So let it have you, let it have you there. You know, we're all part of the same community. So shit, hopefully I see you drop on by. Thank y'all for having me here. Been a fucking honor and a pleasure. Enjoyed every minute of it.
Hey, it's been a blast, man. It's been a blast.
Man,
it
great,
sucks
man.
that
shit. I know I laughed more than anything, man. So shit.
Yeah, I followed you on Twitter. Just like if I ever need somebody to yell at like a troll for me.
Wow.
Just like let you come in and just like scare the shit out of them.
You know,
you got the voice, man.
You know.
So yeah, please. He's at 377. Let's at least give him a 380. I like round numbers. I'm not sure how many people are still in the chat who haven't sub. Please sub 24/7 Fusion.
I like other round things. Just FYI.
Well, I like big butts, and I'm not gonna lie about it.
He fucked up.
There you go. Hell 24/7 says Sentient Dildo. So Sentient Dildo's nice to you, so you must be doing something right because he's not nice to us. But that, you know what, that will do it for the Cocktail Lounge. I'm Vigilante Williamson. I've been guest hosting for Matt. I don't know how the hell I got through it. Despite my best efforts, we made it through the show. I want to thank everybody for joining, including the people that left, like Tom from Midnight's Edge, Nick Weiser, Jake D, Eric K. Am I leaving somebody out that left
Nobody
already?
important.
Oh, I'll say everyone's important. You're all special little snowflakes, no matter what anyone else tells you. I want to thank you all for joining. And if you like the video,
penis.
Whoa, wasn't expecting that. If you like the video, please like the video. If you're so obliged to share, subscribe, please do that. And even if you do none of these things,
Why are you gay?
thank you for watching and thank you for your time. Boobs, butts, and bell-ins, says Mike Beat. Why are you gay? Because I was born that way. All right, peace, everybody.